It's 8. I'm going to hit the go live button now. Right, it is going live, and we are live. Hi.
Nice. Yo, are you ready to clean some cars, houses?
It's all about the power. It's all about the power. Hey, Kisei, Reem, JLP's here.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Yeah. So,
Ooh,
go live button. Oh,
that was a yeah.
I
I've
heard.
got the stream open on another window. So
Okay, I just heard myself for a second. I thought I was losing it.
their whole garage is pretty spotless. It's really just the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Vexy's here. Coach K is here. Even though I hope you guys are well. Coach K here. Hi, Coach K.
Hey, everyone.
All right, so we're starting over completely fresh. We're hey, put that. We got a job to do.
Yeah, I know. I gotta. Okay, we'll rest him here. Actually, I
Yeah.
can't put him on the table. How unusual. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get to work. Let's clean this bad boy.
Yeah. So, for those that don't know, this is Power Wash Simulator, which is a big personal favorite of mine. And there's several people on Hyper that actually like this is like a really big favorite for them as well. Which I thought was hilarious. I thought this was just like a niche game that I enjoyed on my own, but it appears that they've done quite a lot to it. Some people are telling me now that there's lore to this game, which I don't see
Really?
the I don't see the how
Maybe
they would
it's some
incorporate.
like we're in a strange simulation and like they're it's like the Matrix. They're
Yeah,
farming our cleaning ability to power robots or something. Who knows?
yeah, something like that, I guess. And
Something like that.
yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into it because in this game you get texts from your clients because you're being like hired by clients to do all this cleaning and
Hmm.
whatnot. So you get texts from them from time to time. So I guess there's some depth to that.
Does
I'm
it
not.
get weird?
I don't know. I don't.
Uh,
I mean, I played this game, but I got to as far as it was like in its early access. Now that it's fully out, like originally they didn't even have like a co-op mode, so that's new.
huh.
It gives house flipper vibes. Yeah, power washing lore. It's pretty insane, but I guess we'll unravel that as we go along.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure it out. We'll start making lore videos and uncover the truth behind Power Washer Simulator.
Yeah.
I was
And
thinking this would be really fun in VR, actually.
yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing as well. Like when I was playing
Yeah.
originally, because that's when I like initially got my VR headset, and I was like, oh, this would be so cool if they had like an invitation, because like I would go crazy on that.
Yeah. It's like that. There's a spray painting game which I feel like might have a similar level of fun because
Yeah.
I don't know, spraying stuff. It's it's fun.
I think I personally find this game to be like super satisfying, and they just kept adding more and more to it in early access, and I was just so astounded at like the presence of the developers and whatnot, that I like really want to support the game. A lot of people felt the same sentiment as well. Like you'll see like I think like the majority of the mods in Hyper's Discord, they've all played this game before and they love it.
Yeah. I've seen Feathers
Yeah.
status say playing Power Washer Simulator.
Yes,
So
Feather's passionate about this game, as am I.
is
It's a
Feathers
good
the
one.
one that told you about the lore?
Yeah, that's what what was surprising me like really hard. I was like,
Ah,
what? What are they doing all that for? And I appreciate it, I guess. Can't go
there's
wrong there.
a lot of depth here. I'm getting the texts. You gonna go with that business name, or do you need me to think some up? I'm phenomenal. I thought up grouting Thomas for that Tyler, and she's never looked back. Do you see the text also, or
I
no?
don't, but that's
Oh,
quite all
okay.
right. You can read them out.
On reflection, Bonnie Tyler might have been a better fit. Maybe that'll. Maybe it's foreshadowing something.
I think early on they didn't really have like comprehensive lore for this, but we'll have to see.
uh, like that becomes our arch rival or something.
Maybe. We'll I mean this is the early jobs. They you fly by these, so these. And
Yeah.
if you ever have trouble like finding the rest of where the filth is, you can hit tab I don't know if that showed you in the tutorial, and it like highlights it for you.
Nice.
All right, we got it
We
done.
did it.
Nice.
The Extraordinary Dr. Powerwash is our business name. So, according to Calvin Miller, who I'm getting this text from,
The extraordinary.
and open tablet to continue. Do you see this? Do you see the
I don't see
shorts?
your settings or
Okay.
anything, but it's all.
No. It's like a quick video
Oh yeah, the time
preview
lapse.
of,
Yeah,
yeah.
those are always fun. It's fine. I can just run around here.
Okay. Oop.
Can I escape the garage?
One sec. My OBS is frozen apparently.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let me investigate real quick.
It's okay because you froze on a really nice smile. So
Yeah.
look at that. Look at it. Look at him. He's so happy about this game. That's this joyous, kind of creepy smile, but we love that. It's fine. Also, one thing that might help you circumvent the issue, I think, the way that you guys set up the tutorial for how to use it on like, Discord, you route it through OBS and use virtual camera. You could actually just go on Discord and like the video settings, and then set it as your camera by setting your capture card as the.
Yeah. Let me try that.
Yeah, you can set it as your camera, and then just turn your camera on.
Good idea. Let me just turn OBS off then.
Okay. Going to. Hold on.
Huh. I think it's an issue with the cap itself. It's like. All
right, and we're back. We're going to the garden. Yes, I remember this.
We've hopped in. I'm still trying to figure out what happened with his capture card. It's like, it seems to have done something. I'm not sure.
That's all right. You know, that's the fun part about streaming. There's always a little hiccup somewhere.
Yeah.
You become with more experience as a streamer, you become a great troubleshooter. And
yeah, I'm just gonna try to debug this thing.
There's a cat here?
Oh, you gotta clean it.
There's
Make sure to power wash him.
Yeah. I've never seen that before. There's a little cat on top of the shed, and I had to chase him away.
Did you just spray him?
No, I couldn't spray the cat.
Yeah. Cool. I am back.
Right.
Let's get washing.
There's something suspicious on the wall. Do you see that?
Oh, is this lore? It's so deep. It really is a multiverse of. This is the most ambitious crossover of all time, right here.
There's something sus at the wall.
Yeah.
There's like some like really large environments. Like there's this one later in the game where it's like an entire firehouse, and there's like a lot of open space on the roof. So one time when I was streaming to my friends, I would just like draw things on the roof and stuff, and that's like half the fun of it.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. If you've heard of that Spray Kings or whatever, it probably has a similar feel. All right, let's say clean in. Let's earn. This is a $450 job. So
are we splitting this or?
Yeah, if you want. Oh yeah, why don't we? Yeah, you can take that zone down there, and I'm gonna start up here and work up my way down to you.
Gotcha. The
cleaning these big stones is very satisfying. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because you can just kind of check them off one by one.
Oh, that's nice. That's real nice.
Yeah.
On this little lawnmower. I'm about to turn this thing brand new. What capture cards do you guys use? I personally use the Elgato HD60 Plus, which is the one that goes inside your computer. Aaron, which?
Oh, I'm using the HD60S Plus, which is the one that goes outside the computer.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
it's USB based, which might be why it's more prone to failure.
Yeah, mine's
But,
just
you
straight
know,
up inside.
yeah, that's probably much more reliable. I mean, it'd be great to get a Hyper app on the desktop one day. That'd be very cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can you confirm or deny that we might be looking forward to that very soon? Or not very soon,
Well,
but
we're, we're thinking about it at least. Obviously, one client is a lot of work. So we're just figuring out how we can support other clients in the future, like desktop or whatever. But we don't have a timeline yet because doing one is already a lot of work for such a small team. But,
right.
we know people want it and we want to make this easy. So it's something that we will constantly be thinking about, at least.
Yeah, always. Yeah, Hyper on desktop,
Yeah,
that would be JLP said that would be epic, and I
totally.
agree. Yeah. I love a good desktop client, you know.
Yeah, it would just remove all the complexity of having to plug all the stuff in and use OBS and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it would just simply work, which would be amazing. But we'll get there.
Yeah,
We're only a few months old, so
right. One of Hyper's like big strengths is accessibility that I find. So, I think like just how easy it is for anyone to kind of just plug and play initially, but like to kind of branch out and like use it on OBS and stuff. You need some hardware for that.
yeah, exactly. So we always want to make it as easy as possible to start, and if people want to use it with more complex setups like OBS, we definitely want to support that. That's why we have the green screen stuff, and we actually use a lot of that ourselves to film marketing videos and stuff like that. So, it's useful, but we want to make it constantly easier because even if a green screen is useful, it's easiest if you don't need complicated tools to do any of that. So we'll get there.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that people are very much looking forward to, and I'm sure that they're very excited about that in
Yeah.
the chat. Now if I can do this IRL. Yeah, oh my gosh. I literally like I had this phase where I would just watch power washing videos to help me go to sleep on
Ooh,
YouTube.
satisfying.
And
ASMR
yeah,
power wash.
they're so fun to watch like the time lapses of people just like cleaning them up, like cleaning up entire like yards and whatnot. And I was like, wow. I was thinking because I see power washers and I see like the price of them versus like how much they charge for services, and I was like, well, I could probably make a business out of this if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Just like a local thing. Or I was thinking of like even like maybe like a YouTube channel where I don't even have to like go too crazy on that, but I would just be like just volunteering to power wash people's yards throughout my town because I really like my town. So
Nice. Yeah, I've done it for sidewalks and it's definitely very satisfying. I think the thing is like you see the lines that you're spraying and you just want to fill it completely. It's like
right, right.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real fun.
I keep forgetting I can hit tab to reveal the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dirt.
yeah.
Where is this thing?
Yeah, I like
There we
to do
go.
that pretty often. Your sister wishes you could power wash her body. That's that would blow your skin off.
Yeah.
But that would be really. If it didn't do that, that would probably be very satisfying.
High pressure shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a good high pressure shower.
True.
Yeah, the one that I have at home is like it basically puts all the other ones to shame. So whenever I like shower literally anywhere else, it's just like, huh? It's what?
Is it the TikTok one?
No, it's just the one that we just happen to have. It just has like really good
Ah,
pressure.
because there was this viral one on TikTok for a while that
Oh, it
was
does the spiral looking like
yeah, that's right.
spray. Yeah, seen that. Yeah, we're all over TikTok. I think most of chat is either here from TikTok or they have a good background in it.
Oh,
We're
nice.
all chronically online here as hyper citizens.
Yeah, it'd be also cool to somehow get a live stream from Hyper into TikTok. That's been something we've been thinking about how to do. So potentially something upcoming soon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What IRL power wash? Whoa, they turned power washing, like Power Wash Simulator, into a real thing. I love that bit so much.
This game inspired
Power washing in real life.
yes.
That was the funniest thing when they put Thanos in Fortnite and then like Infinity War came out and they're like, "Yo, what? They put the Fortnite guy into a movie? Made a whole movie
Wild.
about him." That's the like the funniest bit. Like Goku was recently
I
out on
love it.
Fortnite. Some people saw that stream. Some people caught those clips and they're like, "Yo, you guys hear about this thing called Dragon Ball? They put the guy from Fortnite in." That was crazy. The
How's your cleaning down there going?
oh, it's I'm getting on this shed. I'm going like, oh my gosh, this looks pristine. If you just look at it
Nice.
from one angle, just my level of quality, my thoroughness, and attention to detail, it's unmatched, unparalleled.
That's why we're getting paid so much.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
man. I would do this honestly if I had the tools. I probably would do this like on the side, just like for fun.
Yeah. It's interesting that we have like hazmat suits on. I wonder if you know, maybe that's part of the lore. We're about to get into some crazy shit.
It's entirely possible. You guys made
Like this
Shaboops
becomes
say,
a horror game or something.
oh yeah, yeah. Oh, a little bit of Shaboops lore. Back before I did community, I actually did voice lines, voiceover for the Hyper's like earlier TikToks when Hyper was like V1. It looked completely different to how it does today, and Reem in the chat, I was actually using Reem's phone before I had like the iPhone, right?
Oh shit.
So I used Reem's phone, just saying, "Hey, hi, you guys made Shaboops say ara ara for a TikTok, and he had to use my iPhone for it, and here I am."
That's right. Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, yeah. So this is we've come full circle.
Full circle.
Yeah,
Started with anime voice lines,
Yeah.
and now we have basically an anime app. So
yeah.
yeah.
Cross-referencing the target audience. Yep. For the people in chat that do not know Aaron very well, he is the CEO of Hyper. You might have seen that
Hello,
here or
hello.
there. Yeah. You wanna tell us a little about yourself? I think everyone knows me pretty well from the previous streams already.
Sure. Yeah, I'm the CEO of Hyper. I have a background working in technology, so I've worked at places like Facebook. I've worked on Cash App. I've done a little bit of work at Apple. I've basically been helping startups for, I don't know, almost 10 years now. Not exactly 10 years, but a while. So, yeah, I just love tech and I always loved games. And I think games are really what got me into technology in general. So, you know, I feel blessed to be able to work in it because I guess growing up, I never knew anyone in technology. I had no idea how to break in. And it's kind of a dream come true that I was able to break into it.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, so for Hyper in particular, what inspired you to make Hyper?
Yeah, so I guess like one of the things when I was thinking about starting a company in general was like if I could start any kind of company, what would I want to do? Because there's a lot of things you could do, right? You could make accounting software. You can, I don't know, make various kinds of technology to do all kinds of different things. And for me, I just knew I wanted to be working on something that made me happy and allowed me to look at art all day. And so I wanted to start a company that just was built around making people happy and allowed them to maybe express themselves a bit better. And so when you kind of look at the trends that were happening on the internet at the time, or even right now, we saw avatars as the sort of new form of expression. And so we wanted to build the best possible mobile tools to do that because, you know, a lot more people have phones than expensive computers. And so that became a starting point for this company. And really, it wasn't VTubing focused specifically early on. We just wanted to build general avatar expression tools, but it kind of evolved into that as we saw that that was something people were interested in using avatars for. So it evolved with the internet as people started VTubing more and more. And yeah, ultimately, I just wanted to make something that felt fun and allowed me to be involved in entertainment a bit more.
Cool.
Yeah.
The viewers are saying that you've become a PNG tuber. Your camera has
Oh, did it freeze again?
yeah, no,
Oh
I
man.
think you just maybe your avatar's a little shy at the moment.
Yeah, it seems like the capture card is just doing something strange. I will try. Let me unplug it and see what happens.
Oh,
Yep, I
so,
am replugging it back in.
okay. I will keep you on a little cooler then until then.
Hmm,
Let's see what Aaron's
pretty
done.
unusual. Let's see. Yeah, not sure what's up with this capture card. It just seems to be constantly failing, I guess. I don't know.
That's all right. Just have to get on a
Or was
beautiful
that
smile. That Hyperline
I need to
shorts.
get one of those internal ones that you get plugged in
Yeah,
into the inside? Feels like it might be more. Yeah, unplugging it and replugging it back in seemed to work. So
gotcha.
yeah, there we go.
All right, so I can put you back on. Gonna move you around again. There we go. Cool. Alrighty.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with that. Pretty weird.
That's fun. Yeah, I think going back to like your the reasons for hyper and whatnot, and I think a good chunk of chat is resonating with that. Like there's some people that like everyone's obviously they've got like backgrounds in like VTuber stuff. Everyone knows what VTubers are, but
Yeah,
um at least in our chat, but like the whole aspect of like or getting into like tech and then kind of like branching off of that from there. Because you said that
yeah,
yeah, art is like a big aspect of something.
hmm
Yeah, I'm
yeah. I
personally
think like
I'm personally really big on
it's just
art. So
so fun to. I don't know. Like when you get to work on this stuff, you get to look at concept art and
hmm
kind of make things that are super visually appealing and like make things that make people smile and maybe give them a better way to express themselves online. Like I just think that that's such a if it basically like if you asked me what I wanted to start a business around, it would be this because it's just very fulfilling to make something like this for people.
yeah, the I don't know. The VTubing has such a diverse community, given like how many reasons why someone might want to be able to put themselves out there, but not want to show their face, whether that be like anonymity or like social anxiety, just that kind of stuff. So to make this
Totally.
so accessible, it's always a fascinating thing. That's what I mean. Obviously, I'm biased because I work here, but like I think it's such a tool. It's such a powerful tool and service. So
Totally. And like, even outside of the entertainment aspect, you're starting to see companies that are, most of them have maybe never even seen each other
mhm.
and they need tooling to maybe represent themselves as an avatar. There's just a lot to do here and you know, we want to be at the forefront of that.
Yeah, fascinating stuff. Yeah, a lot of people are
Yeah.
finding this to be quite interesting. This inside look podcast, getting to know the CEO a little bit better. Um, I realized that like I think you've did that one little like Phasmo stream, but like I think I mean personally I think you're a pretty cool guy. So to get to
Thank
know
you.
you a little
Thank
bit
you.
better, I think the community would very much like that. So this is a good opportunity.
Yeah, we definitely plan on I plan on streaming more. It was Mortuary's Assistant, that's right. I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
enjoyed playing that actually. It was a lot of fun and it was also a good test for getting my capture card set up and all that stuff. So I think everyone can look forward to more of those soon.
nice, nice.
Yeah. Have you played that?
I've actually one of my good friends. I watched him play through the entirety of it on
Nice.
Discord stream, and it looked pretty cool. Apparently, there's like a lot of different endings that you can get.
Mm.
And he was just speeding through it because he had gone through like a couple of the endings and kept trying to get like the true ending or good ending, but he kept getting the
Uh,
worst one possible. So it was really funny to watch. But I think it was pretty fascinating.
yeah,
Um,
I think I only got one ending, but more to come soon next time.
I don't know if that's like the kind of game that I would play. I don't.
Mm.
It's not that I have any like aversion to anything like that. It's just that like I don't know. Some of these are built to like spook me, um,
Yeah.
and This isn't even like a brave thing. It's just that I don't really get spooked by that kind of stuff, so it's probably not the most entertaining to watch, like me play
Yeah.
horror games and stuff. Because I don't know, I just don't get jump scared.
Yeah, and I really don't like jump scares in general,
Hmm.
so I don't know, but it was at least an interesting game, I suppose. It was just I don't know. I don't typically play that kind of jump scary game either.
Yeah, like horror games and
Yeah.
whatnot. What games do you usually play? Or I don't know if you
I
play.
think Elden Ring is probably the thing that I played the most recently.
Mhm.
There hasn't been a lot of time for it in a while, but
Yeah.
it was kind of a nice. I mean, it's people don't usually describe it as relaxing, but it's like, it's relaxing in the sense that it's really beautiful and you can explore. And I don't know, like if you get a good hang of the combat, it can be relaxing.
Hmm.
And so I would hop into that and just like take in everything for a while.
Yeah.
And then before that, I was not playing very much for a while. I played Genshin Impact for a while. I thought it was just very interesting from a game design perspective.
Hmm.
And so that was a thing that I was addicted to a bit before starting Hyper. And I try to actively avoid it now because I know that it will absolutely suck up a tremendous amount of time.
Yeah. I'm sure
Yeah.
the Genshin players in chat would understand that.
Yeah.
You guys hear that? Confirmed. Aaron was a Genshin player. A
Yeah, I
filthy
don't know. It was
Genshin
just like
player.
their art was nice, the music was nice, their lore was interesting, and you know, those kind of free to play games have a certain sort of reputation, but I felt like they executed well on the game itself, and so
Oh, for
I had
sure.
a good time playing it.
Free to pay. Am I right?
Yes, free to pay. I definitely spent a lot of money in Genshin, so
Yeah, it
yeah,
happens. It happens.
it does happen. Yeah,
They
it's
get
they
you.
but they do get you because they know how to design it so that you also spend a lot of money. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Those roles are nefarious.
yeah, that's exactly it, right? You gotta upgrade, you gotta get those constellations, and that's
Oh
how they get
no.
you. Yeah, because you need to like roll a single character like 10 times or something to
Yeah.
fully upgrade them. Um, so it just becomes this. You always have more to roll, basically.
Yeah. Like C6 and like yeah, that the different
Yeah.
tiers. Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, I guess it was 6 and not 10. But actually, I got another text right now from Harper Shaw, and he's changed our name to like Dirt Finder General or something. So we are no longer whatever that previous name he gave us was.
interesting. Oh, the oh gosh, you're gonna is it Chemrio? I just know you go by Rio, but the CHM they were wondering what do you think of metaverse?
Yeah,
Like
so I
Facebook
guess the
metaverse.
word itself means a lot of things,
Yep.
and so it's hard to like fully describe all of the thoughts on all that it covers. But I think in general, a lot of people eye roll at it because you can kind of say that video games and MMOs and even social networks have been metaverses for a while. Because these are basically spaces online that people hang out in. But I think as a general trend where like, if you're taking it at a good faith value of the word metaverse, like the larger question is like, are people going to be spending more time in sort of 3D online spaces? I think the answer is just kind of clearly yes. And so for us, we want to be where all the mobile action is. And we want to be how people who want to be a 3D or 2D avatar on their phones find it the easiest way to actually do that. So I think in general, the metaverse is like an overloaded word. It just means too much. But I think there's some interesting stuff there. And obviously, VTubers fall within the metaverse category. MMOs fall within the metaverse category. And yeah, I think it's going to be big.
Uh, Reem made the comment that it's so funny that Facebook is trying to make the metaverse, but the avatars look scary, and the whole idea just seems like a front.
Yeah,
You know?
just
Uh,
like they made it as unappealing as possible. So I don't know. It's because I feel like they're very detached from the culture that wants to do this to begin with, and so they're making these sort of generic, like strange looking, unappealing avatars because like they're trying to make it as like widely milk toast and appealing as possible. But it's not in that scenario. It's not appealing to anyone basically because that's first of all that's not the group that wants to use avatars to begin with, which tends to be people that are online a lot more, maybe gamers, people who watch Twitch. They're targeting like I guess like corporate workers who want to build ugly versions of themselves. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the
And like there's a lot of debate around that also because when I worked at Facebook, I saw a lot of that stuff internally, and it's like an endless war, right? Like
yeah.
basically no one can ever agree on exactly what style they should launch because there's like thousands of people looking at this project. It's just like an endless fight, and so we ultimately want to build art and characters that make people smile, and people are really proud and happy to use. And so we would never make something so generic because I don't know, it's just not exciting. Like if you could, it goes back to the question of if you could build anything, that's not what I would choose to build.
Right.
Yeah.
I think when we hit the like, obviously like I'm gonna sound biased again, but like we hit the marks, and I think I'm very proud of the product that we have. I have a lot of faith in it because I think where Facebook might fail to appeal or to like the general audience of like who would like be interested in like these kinds of avatar creation, I think we really get it down. I like the art, like the gosh, I wish some of the people could just see like the concept art of like what goes into like the hyper avatars. If we release like a concept book or something, even like a digital one, that would be insane. Because like I just that's something that I find like really fascinating. I love concept art for stuff. So
Totally.
yeah, maybe
Seems
like
my capture card continues to die.
it's oh no.
Yeah. One sec. I'm gonna unplug it and replug it in again.
Yeah, go for it.
No idea. It must be like the motherboard or something.
All good, all good. While you're doing that, the Hyper Online asks, what was the hardest thing about building Hyper?
I guess the hardest thing about building Hyper is I guess one of the interesting things is like when you build this kind of company in the technology industry, like it feels very isolated from what the rest of technology is looking at or interested in general, because you tend to have a lot of businesses that are more, I don't know, like a Facebook style business or like software services in general. This kind of gaming tech, even within like the world of like Twitch and Discord, they were sort of isolated from general tech for a while because it's more focused on in the entertainment world, and so it was isolating for a while for sure because it was just so separate from what everyone I knew. Because this kind of product is not a thing that you typically see coming out of Silicon Valley in general. So
Right.
I think it was the isolation that was the most difficult part.
Interesting. The speaking of like the process of it, if that was the most difficult, what was the most like surprising thing about building Hyper?
I think one of the more surprising things about building Hyper was just how many different ways people end up using our tool. Like it continues to surprise me, like when our users just do something completely unexpected with our face tracking tech or with our recording tools or with I don't know, like there's just so many use cases that we didn't even consider. And that's how we think of what to build next generally, because people do stuff and we're like, that's great. We want to support that. Let's figure out how we can make that a feature within the app, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just been so exciting to see all the different ways that people use this.
Yeah, that's again like one of the strengths of Hyper. I think I mean I try my best personally to listen,
Yeah.
And one of the things that like how you were talking about how Facebook kind of falls apart there, we play to our strengths. We lean into when something goes right, and I think I hope to see like a lot of people see that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like JLP said that Hyper is a healthy online space and connects when most places lack healthy connection. And I think that's really fantastic to see because we are small and tight knit, but I really think the culture that we have just in what we've created, it's just so doesn't even have to be like small or tight knit. It's very healthy. I see like this growth.
Yeah, we
And
definitely try to like keep the community non-toxic, and we don't want it to become this kind of crazy free for all. And yeah, it's an interesting space, and we've attracted a really great community. So we're really happy that everyone here is such an interesting and great person. Like they make, and they're also talented too. Like we have great singers, we have artists, and all this stuff. So it's been amazing to see how high quality our community is. Thanks in part to the amazing community team as a whole.
they're calling you a great ventriloquist.
I
'Cause
am
you're
back. Technically, my video should be up again, but you keep having to. Oh, I'm frozen again.
no. It just was disabling video for a second. Hold on. Should be loading in.
Man, this capture card is like freaking out. I need to figure out what's going on because the other stream we did the other day seemed fine, as did the before we even started doing this. It was working. So
I feel like I'm watching a really long TikTok video. So, Hyper Community says, "Yeah, we're a podcast now."
yes. Oh, this is like one of those TikToks where it's like random gameplay footage and a story that has nothing to do with the game.
Wait, no, I have to be parkouring around for that. I'm like parkouring like all those Minecraft parkour ones where they're just like jumping or Subway Surfers. So
yeah, okay, I got
Wait.
it back again. But yeah, it's like there's like one that's
There we
I
go.
always see this like car that's driving up ramps or whatever,
Mhm.
and it's like flying in the air, and then there's some story about like I was a this lady came into my cake store and started yelling at me or something. And,
Oh, we gotta do the text to speech voice too. Yeah,
yeah.
those are
Yes.
those are like AI content that like just like performs really well for some reason.
Totally. Actually, one of the weird AI contents that I've been watching recently is there's this like there's these YouTube channels that will recap movies in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Like
Have you
stories recapped, movies recapped.
and it's like, oh my gosh, I've seen some of those like on Facebook, where it's like, but some of them are I think it's like very poorly done. So I think they stem in from like Chinese like Facebook pages and stuff. So you just see like they it's like AI generated, but like so it gets a lot of interaction, but the captions are sometimes and like the word choice is just off. And they just like
Right.
assign strange names or like different names to characters that are very obviously like not named, like Xiaoling or something.
Right. They
So, like-
just type random stuff and that becomes the name, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they like Matt Damon or something is like Xiaoling, and we're just like, but it has nothing to do with the story. Sometimes there's like I've seen TikToks where people are like making fun of those, where it's like Bradley Cooper or something, and they call him like Xiao Peng, and he has to save his sister from like being burned alive or something, but like that has nothing to do with the
But it's
actual
not
movie.
that. It's like a rom com or something. It's like
But he's like running, so it looks really intense.
yeah. AI content, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, have you heard about that rapper, the AI rapper?
I have not.
There's this
Who is that?
I forget which they fell into a lot of hot water recently, but they had this AI rapper named, I think it was FN Mecca, and FN Mecca got signed to a record label.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think they actually got dropped recently for controversy.
It's like a VTuber rapper, basically.
Yeah, but I think they like used AI to some extent there.
Interesting.
Don't know where the AI is, because I'm pretty sure the voice is that of an actual person,
Interesting.
or it was based off of a certain person, but then
Yeah, because with AI you can synthesize voices now. So
Yeah.
I guess, and And they can be pretty realistic too, because I guess we've been synthesizing voices for a while with like Hatsune Miku and stuff. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can get really realistic with it now. And then obviously there's like the virtual influencers like Lil Michaela and stuff like that. And VTubers, I think, are just the next generation of that for sure.
Yeah.
This patio is large.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the chat real quick.
Yep.
Oh, Reem is curious. What coding languages are used for Hyper?
Yeah. So Hyper's iOS app uses Swift, and that's pretty much all of it on the app side. And then on the back end, there's a whole bunch of things, but Python is the main thing that we use there. But yeah, it's not too important what the programming languages are. Usually, it's usually just what you want to use and what you feel like is a good fit for the job. But usually, you can use pretty much anything, except for on iOS, you basically have to use Swift because that's what the Apple clients use. So yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
You guys
So
hear that?
yeah,
If you
Hina
guys want,
asked what the inspiration for Hyper is.
yeah.
I think the best way to there's a lot of things that caused me to work on this specifically, but I think the main thing was like it felt like avatars were becoming a really good way for people to just better express themselves online, whether it was for whatever the reason was. And so we just wanted to build tools around that. And like I mentioned, the first version of Hyper was not necessarily for that. It was like, or not for VTubing specifically, sorry. It was avatars for people to meet each other and chat and stuff. But we saw VTubing as the thing people wanted to do. And so since our goal is to make the best expression tools for avatars on mobile, ooh, nice, we completed the big patio.
Nice.
We just moved into that. And so really the inspiration is we just saw avatars as a great way for people to express themselves, and we wanted to make that a lot easier on the phone.
Wait.
Did we
You s-
complete this?
Do you see this? Do you see this?
Yes, I do.
Wait.
I see it.
Shoot my face. Shoot my face. I just wanna. That looks so funny. Oh, one of the satisfying things about this game, if you guys can see on like the left, it actually shows like what you're looking at, and then like the completion. So we have all these things, but there's a white bar that goes down. I love to watch that white bar go down, so you can see like exactly what. Like
It looks like
this is
I'm
the,
frozen again. I think we're just gonna have to leave my frozen PNG there.
yes, that's fine.
Yeah,
You have a slight look of wonder on you, and I think
yeah. I'm amazed at the wonderful job we did cleaning this.
like this is the
What is
pond
left?
wall.
What is the?
It's the rim. This is the pond edging. Yo, we're doing what to the pond? don't, don't laugh at that.
Oh, it's this. Oh, we jumped so high. We're like
Yeah.
superhuman.
Yeah, maybe that's part of the lore.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you get the
We're
umbrella.
like interdimensional power washers.
Yes.
With superpowers.
Or we're just normal people that just never skipped quads. So our vertical is insane.
Leg day is every day for us. And we choose to use our abilities on power washing.
Yeah, we use our powers for good, for
Yes.
cleanliness.
98%.
Yeah.
There's a little bit up here on the fence.
I'm getting the garden chairs. Under there too.
What is 99%? Right here on the fence.
Okay, so garden chairs, garden table, and then fence posts, a couple of them.
Right. I'm trying to spray the fence post. Well, I guess it could be a different fence post than I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Um,
Just keep hitting tab, and then you'll see where there's still stuff.
yeah,
left
I
to
see
do.
this down here.
Yeah, for sure. This game is so satisfying.
Yeah. Oh, it's the underside of the chairs. That's what we're missing.
Ah,
Yeah.
Like here. Gotcha. All right, fence posts. We just have to find the 2 fence posts. I'm like spamming tab now.
Yeah. Oh, there's 18 people in here. That's great.
He never skips leg day. Real.
Yeah, there
All right, we
go.
did it.
We did
Nicely
it. Oh,
done.
I got cleaning liquid now.
Sure.
Perfect.
Let's
Okay.
go.
We got some lore coming in. Hey, Doc, Cal here. I've got a job for you over at my folks' bungalow where you can fit it in. Let's fit it in.
All right. Bungalow moment.
Yes. Okay, I'm just watching the recap video real quick. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Bungalow, dirt bike. So this is only a $75 job, but
That's fine. Oh,
I
we
guess
just
it's
blast
fine.
this. Let's go.
Yeah, we're not we won't be that
Yeehaw.
picky about it.
Speed run, speed run. Ah! Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a lot of grime in the wheels and the...
Yeah.
This is $75 job because we just speed through this. They have never seen such cleaning speeds in the likes of the Hyper King.
I do wash my car with a similar system. I feel like I should be paying myself or something. It's
Right,
like
you got real life
yeah.
experience. They love that in the industry, experience. Did we get it? What else is there? Oh, there we go.
We have
Wait, engine.
Oh man. Okay, there we go.
There's
I don't see the highlight anymore.
it's the engine, so it's like in the middle, just maybe
Okay,
low.
let me go under. Oh, I see. Yep, there's a tiny dot right there.
Rear fender.
Rear fender.
Got it. Swing
Yep,
arm.
and
What's
then swing arm. I have no idea what a swing arm. Oh, it must be the arm, of course.
swing arm?
That's got to be the swing arm, right?
All right, I'm getting a close look. Swing low.
Maybe the swing arm is okay.
Oh, you got
that
it.
was, yeah, but I was not spraying at anything that I thought would be called the swing arm. It was like the side of the thing. So we just don't know enough about dirt bikes, I think.
Gotcha. Oh, we got a subscriber from Indonesia.
Welcome.
Shout out to Indonesia from the Hyper
Yeah,
Crew.
shout out to Indonesia.
Oh yeah. Oh, are we looking to do more merch outside of just the hats?
Yes, we are.
Ooh.
I think there's a lot of stuff we want to do, like potentially shirts, keychains, and then we want to tie that into like real life stuff, or like in-app stuff.
Yeah.
It's just we're focused on the app right now, and so we can only do it when we have spare time. But it's definitely something we're looking into. We're just starting with hats. That's really just the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hats are so cool. I think a lot of people had they really like how they look at when we were wearing them at AX and at the party.
Yeah.
That got a lot of attention. People were like, oh, because we were all wearing it as a uniform. People thought it just looked so cool.
I think we were one of the only folks with actual uniforms.
Yeah.
So
And
they very profesh.
Oh yeah, got a lot of attention there. I like that. It was fun.
Totally. Speedrun? Okay, how do we speedrun that? I feel like
we can't speedrun this.
Like maybe if I move extremely fast.
Nah, patience is the game.
But I feel like the problem with speedrunning, like power washing, is you're inevitably gonna leave like this piece of dirt that is going to ruin everything because you're not gonna know specifically where it is. Luckily we have this tab button, which we don't have in real life, but
yeah. I mean the fun part of this game is the satisfaction of it, the patience. It just feels good to clean. So you don't need to go too crazy with the speed on that. Need a hyper cup for the iced tea. Ooh, hyper cup.
Oh, hyper cup would be great.
Yeah, a mug or something. That'd be
Yeah, this house does look pretty busted. Maybe we're cleaning it up for someone to move in.
Yeah. Hold on. There's we have a ladder now if we want to get to the roof.
Ah, nice.
Let me pick that up.
Wait, how did you do that?
Oh, you look at it?
Oh, you can. I see. I got it.
And then
Cool.
like that. Here. And then hold on.
Hey.
Oops.
Oh, this roof.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wash.
We can also I thought I unlocked a cleaning liquid. I guess I don't have it yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hana K in the chat got the hat.
Nice.
Sorry, I was just
Thank you, Hana. I'm glad you liked it, and thank you for your support.
Question a bit ago that Reem had is, how is Hyper differentiating itself from other apps with similar
Um,
concepts?
So I think one of the main things we want to do is become a social network and tool. So there's obviously other apps that you can stream on and other apps that are just tools, but we want to be sort of an open place that ends up becoming the place to make avatar content and share it and meet other avatar folks online. So I think already our tool set is actually quite different in the fact that we let people bring their own avatars, which I'm sure you've seen a lot of folks who stream on our app use their own things. We really want to become more of a big platform that allows people to just do whatever they want and express themselves online. And so I think that's one of the main ways we're different. We're trying to become a larger platform, I think.
And like kind of branching off of that, so that's kind of what do you think is like a long-term goal that you have for Hyper? Like this big overarching, like what's the big plan?
Yeah, I mean, we want this to be a place where people who want to express themselves as avatars can just log in and meet other people and make content. Really, like the question would be like, what if TikTok is the place to go and upload 15-second dance videos, or at least it used to be. Like we want to be the place where people go to make avatar content and watch avatar content. And so that's obviously a very large goal given how large the VTubing space is today. But we think that we have some of the best tooling out there on mobile. So if we keep growing at the rate that we are growing, like we're only a few months old and our competitors are all years old, we know that we'll be able to do it. So yeah, the larger goal is just to build the best expression tool on mobile or really anywhere at some point, right?
Man, that's ambitious.
Yeah.
I like that. It's very they are easier, have more options, and improving faster. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm astounded at. Even me personally is just the sheer speed at which like things roll out, like features and updates, and just like how much we get done like per week. That's just like a mind blowing thing to me, given the
And we're
size
so
of our
small
team.
too.
Yeah.
Like as far as the team goes, like I'm just so proud that we're all so talented, but we also work so well together. And so we pretty much move at speeds that for as long as I've been working in Silicon Valley, I haven't really ever seen myself either. Like we ship extremely fast. And that's a very good trait and something that we should continue to do because it's very easy to fall into the trap of becoming complacent as you become larger or just slowing down because you feel like you can. But, really, if we want to be the best out there, and I like to think of this as like an Olympic style challenge, then we have to perform at a level that someone in the Olympics would actually be performing at and train in the same way. So, yeah, I'm extremely proud of the team. Like, we're killing it.
Yeah. We're gonna be big players. Just you guys watch.
Yeah.
It'll be a home like a mainstay, like a big name. Everyone's gonna know
That's
Hyper.
right. VTuber in every home.
Yeah.
Hina asks if we're available to clean tomorrow. Let's
Tomorrow?
do it. Yeah.
I am down.
It's our first
just
IRL power washing job. We've been training. I'm ready.
we fly out to where Hina lives and actually power
Wherever.
washes her
Yeah.
home.
It's a form of hyper merch if you
Yeah.
think about it.
Oh, true. It's a service, you know. We'll sign our names with the power washers.
Yeah, we don't fully clean it. We just sign it with the power washer and then we're out.
Question for me: what mic do you use? I use the Audio Technica AT2035. I'm gonna write that down in chat for you actually. See, Audio Technica AT2035. That's the one I use. And then I use the Scarlett 2. I think it's V2 or Gen 2. Because so I have a microphone that you can't really plug into your computer, but I have this thing that you plug it into so you can plug it into the computer. So like a little interface thing. So that's what I use personally.
You have one of those like those real audio interface mics.
Yeah.
Yeah, XLR or whatever.
Yeah, back before when I was actually more interested in like the voiceover work and stuff, I wanted to, and like streaming in general, because I used to stream on my own. pre-hyper. That's a very, very old Shaboops lore, but yes, that used to be a
Nice.
background of mine. Oh, Lord Berserker said,
Yep.
"Is there any plans for future partnership benefits?" I think this
Yeah,
is a good time to
of
talk about the
course.
creator program.
We're basically constantly working on what those should be, and we're going to be taking feedback on exactly how to improve that over time. So if you ever have suggestions, it's something that we will consistently be looking into and improving because it's so new, right? Like the creator program is basically like a week old. So whatever tools you're looking for or benefits you're looking for, like feel free to suggest them. It's what we rely on for feedback. We rely on you guys for feedback basically, and we want to make sure that the creator program is for you all to make good content. And so whatever helps you guys do that better is what we want to put out.
Fantastic. Yeah. Again, one of the strengths that I pride myself on, or we pride ourselves on, is just we listen. You know, which
Yeah.
unfortunately the bar is quite low because there's so many developers that just don't really listen. They have their own like strict set of stuff that they want to do, but we're very flexible and we listen. You know, like everyone's feedback is very, very, very important to us. And that's why, you know, that's like something that we pride ourselves on. You know, it's
Everyone's roasting your XLR mic.
my XL. What? Are you rich? He's a pro. Nah. This is like I used to work like just above minimum wage in retail. Shaboops Laura. I used to work at GameStop way back in the day, and literally all of like the money that I would save up would go to my setup. Like that's what it was. Like I didn't like care about much else. I literally just wanted my setup to be peak. So I made sure my PC parts are like A1, and then I invested heavily into it.
Yeah, I think when I first started making money, also basically all of it went into computer stuff. So it was graphics cards when after saving up for months and that kind of thing. And I think when you love this kind of stuff, you just it's what you want to get, So
Yeah, enthusiast level. I would never recommend this to anyone to spend as much as I did on a PC setup. I think you can do just fine. You can do just about everything with like 70% of like my build, but yeah.
Totally.
And I know your build is even more robust than mine, but you actually like have application for it. I barely game nowadays, so this is and when I do, it's like not very graphically intensive stuff.
Power wash simulator.
Yeah, I mean this game is this is game of the year. Like look at the graphics on this. It's photorealistic.
Crazy. Yeah. I think for me, I really just built it because I have always loved computers. And so
Yeah.
even I don't really even game that much.
Mm-hmm.
I built it because for those who don't know, it's a water cooled setup. And like just my whole life, I've always wanted a water cooling setup. And like they're, I don't know, just so crazy expensive. And so after many, many years of wanting it and wanting to have one, I basically was like, I just need to build one of these because I've been thinking about it for 10 years. So the time is now. I didn't want to wait any longer. And it was built really as like a exercise in building a enthusiast computer effectively.
Yeah. I never understood car guys until I built my own PC.
Exactly.
And then I was like, oh, yep, that's I get it now. I get it. Just
the same thing.
The pride of building something, especially if it's got like really good parts and whatnot, and you just
Totally.
it feels great. It feels fantastic to build your own PC.
And I had to get this exotic German
Water
washer
cooling
for
lube,
the cooling setup,
yeah.
and I'm waiting 2 weeks for this to show up, and yeah, that's what car people do, right?
Yeah, they love their foreign parts and then doing their modifications, tweaking things to exactly their preferences. I get it now. I get it. I understand. If I've ever dissed car guys back in the past, I take it all back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta give your PC a vinyl wrap next.
Oh no.
Put a big waifu on it.
Berserker said, "Glad I got to hear this right when I joined the live stream. Good timing and thank you for answering the question. Hi, by the way. Hi, Berserker.
Berserker.
Yeah, Berserker is one of our big players. We love him.
Yep.
He's a great content creator. Glad to have you. Always glad to have you, Berserker. You're great. You're fantastic.
For sure. Hello, Lord.
Yes. She sounds so clear for a reason. Yeah, because it's natively on my setup, and I've taken great pain to tweak things to exactly my preferences. But yeah, Aaron is playing over Discord. Um, so
And my capture card is having issues, so
it might not be the most clear, but
yeah.
you still sound good. You still sound good. That's all that matters. How's everyone's day going? I mean, how's your day going, Aaron?
My day's going good. Just a bunch of meetings today. Worked a bit on Hyper, and now I get to clean a house. It's a great relaxing activity.
Yeah, this is so satisfying.
Yeah.
For anyone who's wondering, Power Washing Simulator is on Steam. I believe it's $25, but it goes on sale all the time. I picked mine up on a sale, and I never looked back. This is one of the best purchases and one of my favorite games of all time. A lot of people know me from playing like competitive games, like very like high intensity games and whatnot. But this ended up being one of my favorites because it's just so relaxing. It's really satisfying. I always wanted to power wash stuff, and this really scratches that itch.
One day you'll get the machine that inspired this, or I guess it's the other way around. One day you'll get the power washer that was invented because of this game. So,
Yeah, it's crazy. They maybe like 3D printed it. um, oh, Reem is again malding about that one issue that she has where she still
oh
can't.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Reem, we're not exactly sure. We did issue an update this week. You could try updating again and see if that fixes it. Otherwise, we will continue to investigate, especially if you have more details about steps to reproduce and stuff like that. I know it's pretty difficult because it just hasn't been working for you, but feel free to DM us any details and we can look into that for you.
Oh, now we're gonna implement the mod mail.
Yes, exactly.
Function.
That's
Yeah,
the
on the
perfect, use case for it.
on the Discord, we are adding because we have apps, bugs, and reports, and we have help tickets, which wasn't really with a ticket system. But now we're actually going to have this thing set up called mod mail. So if you need more one-on-one kind of or like more private or information sensitive help, then we can get you right on that. So look, we already have a perfect implement case.
We got another text from Calvin Miller. He says, okay, apparently even Pops is out of his rocking chair and having a look. I do not know what he's referring to, but
Maybe I think
thank you, Calvin.
we're cleaning up an old man's house.
I guess he's inside the house and he's impressed with our cleaning.
Yeah, we're thorough with it. We're very thorough.
Yes.
I've always wanted to power wash stuff. Boob stream is coming true for real.
There's also there's a bunch of TikTok videos of it's like pool stuff. So like de-algaing a pool and like
oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, good stuff.
I love those. That's good content too. There's that one guy. He throws in shock or whatever.
That's right.
Yeah, and then it like coagulates all of, like the dirt and the grime and the bacteria, and it collects at the bottom, and then he cleans. Oh, that's also satisfying. I would probably
cleaning simulator.
Yeah, I'd probably get like brain damage from the fumes
chemicals.
from the fumes. Yeah, but I don't know. That looks really fun. I was going to be checking up on you for real. Born, they got it all. Good
Just
evening.
checking chat real quick. Also.
Oh yeah. Good evening, Lucian.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. It's so fun to see who just pops in, because sometimes it's people that they pop in from Hyper, they pop in from like we sometimes get a good chunk of Pixels viewership. StarClan
Nice.
represent. Shout out to StarClan if anyone's StarClan here. And obviously our Hyperions, Hyper Citizens. We need to get a standardized name for that. We should have like a poll or something. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
68% cleaned.
Yeah, we're
Feels like
we hit funny number. We got it.
we did it. Yes.
Nice.
When do we get a 420%?
No, we have to. Oh man, I looked at the money on the top right, and then
Oh, we're making good money.
oh, for real, yeah, this is
Yeah.
profit.
That's an XLR mic right there.
Yeah, I think the 2035 I got was like 150 at the time.
Nice. Yeah.
I think I got on a sale though. I don't remember. And usually
Hmm.
things that I get are on opportunistic sales. Like I do enjoy like enthusiast level, but I also enjoy like a good price efficient. I wouldn't say budget because this is not fiscally responsible, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, when you like it,
yeah.
it's good to not settle for substitutes too often.
All right, right, right. Yeah, I'm that. This is why you can't. No one in chat take advice from me for hardware wise stuff because I'm very much on um, the perspective of if I'm going to get something, I'm going to get something super nice and last me a long time rather than get something like crappy a bunch of times. You know. So that's the.
CHM Rio says the hazmat suits should be in pool cleaning simulator, not in this. I agree,
Yeah, yeah.
but
The hazmat.
maybe there's some deeper lore that's going to happen. Maybe this turns into a horror game, and
We have to
you
run.
know, who knows? Yeah,
These
or
are our
we have to
weapons
clean up
now. We
some
gotta.
crazy shit, or we fall into the back rooms, and this is our only weapon.
Hyper features. Oh, we got a poll in chat about like the features that people are most looking forward to, and Live 2D and Android are actually tied
Wow, interesting.
at 30%
Interesting.
each.
Hmm.
And then this,
Peculiar.
yeah, I didn't realize
Interesting.
Live 2D was
Interesting.
that much. Maybe everyone should keep posted because there's always a development. You know,
Yes,
there's
we're
always
always
developments.
interested in what people are interested in using.
Yeah,
So
I think people will be
that's good
very
to know.
happy to see what we will be tuning in on.
Definitely. We love to hear what the community wants. So
Yeah. There's
stay
also
tuned and keep posted.
voice changing feature is one that the second most at 23%.
Yeah. It's a bit harder because doing convincing voice changing is not a real time thing currently. I mean, like you can do it pretty fast, but it's hard to like be live in voice change on a phone. It's a lot easier on a big computer. But it's something that we know a lot of people want, especially if you're like especially if you have a very specific lore and you want the voice to be for a character that's not you, or if you're pseudonymous or something like that. Um, so it's something we'll be thinking about.
For sure, for sure. Can you do any voices on the fly? I think I
Me?
have yeah, I have voice changer built in. But
I
you
cannot. No. I have never tried really. I mean, I
never
guess
tried. That's
I
probably
could think of
more along my line.
yeah, you're the expert at this sort of thing. So
Yeah. I think a good chunk of chat has literally never heard of me doing like impressions though. All right, let me
it's
bust
never
something out.
too
Okay,
late.
chat, chat. You guys like Pitbull? Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305. Ha,
Wow.
dale.
Very impressive. That is a very, very
Ese culo da
convincing
caca.
actually. So you could actually make a Pitbull VTuber
Pitbull, yeah.
and no one would know that it's not him.
That's a
Consider
concept.
it.
I'm gonna get sued. I'm gonna get sued by Pitbull himself.
It would be the most bizarre lawsuit.
Yeah, that'd be no bueno.
Like Pitbull sues VTubing app
Hey,
for
any
someone
publicity is good
impersonating him.
publicity?
True,
Question mark
yes.
with a big question mark after.
Yeah.
Dead.
Oh, Berserker suggests Hype Squad.
Hype Squad.
That's a
Ooh,
cool one.
Hype Squad. We're pretty hype. I like that.
Dale.
That Dale.
Dale H.
Dale H. And we're getting work done. Oh, I accidentally finished the window. I didn't mean to do
Nice. The front of the house looks great. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was pretty fucked up before.
yeah, it was gnarly. We got
That
it
must be
though.
the feeling that these people have in real life when they get to do
Yeah,
this for a living.
yeah. Like you don't just wake up and be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna become a power washer. Like something happens, you realize the satisfaction of I think anything where it feels like a project where you can see tangibly just how far you've come, and like,
Totally.
oh, that's so satisfying. Like
It's
big,
like
just like,
I guess like building a model or like completing a puzzle or
yeah,
yeah.
satisfying.
There's a lot of dirt on this roof. I'm gonna switch to a wider angle nozzle.
There you go.
A good old 40.
I think there's in between maps there's like the store. I think you can buy more
Oh yeah,
attachments.
let's like deck this thing out. I want a scope. I want
Yes,
a
go.
laser sight. Let's
Imagine.
go.
Yeah. We have extended mags.
Yeah.
You can actually get an extendo like arm like attachment for this.
Mm,
It adds range. So yeah, we actually do get attachments. The
nice.
sculpting is hilarious.
Yeah, you got it. That's how we get the accuracy,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, we gotta get night vision too.
Oh, of course. For that nighttime cleaning action.
Join. Oh yeah. Everyone join the Discord and get the live stream role, so you can get notified for the future streams. If you're not subbed, please sub. And don't forget to also hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we go live. I have to pull out the YouTuber voice.
I like it. It's good. It sounds almost like could be like an Ash Ketchum almost.
Ash Ketchum, yeah. Oh my gosh. There's some YouTube channels where it's like the Eastern European guys. I love just the way that they say things, because they hit that like cadence. There's a certain cadence to it. They're like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, like that.
Yeah, it's very it's almost like Polish.
Yeah,
Polish English accent.
everyone knows like at least one YouTube channel that just hits the outro like that.
I watched this science channel called like Thoi Soy,
Hmm.
and he's ThoishOI or something, and he's like he goes over chemicals and stuff like that, and he kind of vaguely sounds like that also. Like it's very hard to understand him, but I don't know. He's very good, cool content. Like
Yeah.
you know, the most deadly metal on the periodic table, and like he
Yeah.
touches it and stuff like that. So if you like interesting science videos, that's
Ooh. Like
that's fun to
Niles
check
Red.
out.
Do you know Niles Red?
I love Now Red.
Yeah, Niles Red. Yeah.
I've been watching Now Red for years.
Yeah.
Really great channel.
What's everyone's like go-to, like in chat? What's everyone's go-to YouTube channels? I want to know what the general viewership is like. How does he just do that? Wow, that was great. Yeah. My
How's
build.
Flipper you get dirt vision?
Ooh. Dirt vision. Yeah, we get dirt vision. Look, we hit tab and then all the dirt lights up. We got dirt vision. Trust.
I keep forgetting to do that actually. I feel like I might have been spraying in the dark. Because this roof, there's a lot of dirt on here.
How are you so good at that? I don't know what it is. I think just the impressions. Like some of them I just know I can't do, but the ones that I know I can do, it's like not really a practice thing. It's just that like it just kind of pops into my head and it sounds correct. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't even consider this to like be like a natural talent thing. I really just think like that's just how my brain works.
Isn't that what makes it a natural talent? If it's just how your brain works?
I guess I don't know. It doesn't feel so much like a. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to be humble here, but
Because it's not natural for me at all to try to do that. I have no idea how to even begin.
I would imagine Boobs practicing this voice in the mirror. Nah, the only thing that I think it's practice because I do them often sometimes. Like the one that I do the most often is like this little like high pitched voice. We call it the Discord kitten voice, where you like catfish people to get Discord nitro. I wouldn't actually do that, but it's like
Hello? Hi everyone. Hi.
It's just like
Wow,
insane, you know.
that's very good.
Yeah, it's
Very
frightening.
convincing. The
It's
range of your voice is very wide, actually.
yeah. That I didn't know I could do until there's this line of TikToks. I think this guy's like his name's Ray Modelli or something, and he would go around. He would terrorize people
Hmm.
with like they say they were like eating like a Starbucks K-pop. He would come up to it and like crush it in his hand and be like,
Oh my lordy lord, is that a Starbucks kickback? Kickback.
and then he would
Wow.
like squeeze in his hand and like, and I just thought that was so funny. So I started doing that
Oh my lordy lord.
with like my friends, and like it was just like we just echo it back to each other, and so VCs would just like, if someone busted out, we all busted out, and then it's just, oh gosh, it was
Amazing.
awful. Um,
Can you sing it all? Because you have such a wide range of
again,
vocal.
another humble thing. I don't consider myself to be a singer, but that's actually like if you guys follow me on Hyper and watch my streams on Hyper, they're literally all singing slash guitar playing streams.
Ah,
Which is so
nice.
strange because I don't consider myself a singer or guitar player, but that's just like what kind of got like the regular viewership. So I was like, all right, sure, I guess I'll lean into this.
Very
It's fun to
nice.
practice. So now I play like I practice more than I ever did, just because it's just like I don't know, people liked it. And we're finished with the house.
You did it.
Yeah,
That was a
so
good one.
yeah, I'm gonna do a good 360 so everyone can see just like how clean we got it.
Okay, I won't accidentally go to the next one. Then we can admire our work. It's clean. For those of you who did not see how dirty this thing was prior, it was like
Yeah,
completely black.
it looked
So
like Shrek's house.
yeah, I actually don't know what Shrek's house looks like. Can we go out? Oh, we can't break into other people's zones. We're boxed off here.
Think we can? Wait, oh no, you're talking about
There's
like
like
outside of the
a
map. Yeah, no,
yeah.
it's a preset
There's
map.
like a invisible wall here.
Uh, wow, we have a pretty.
Oh, Andrew's here too. Hey, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew's here. What's up? We have a pretty diverse viewer base in terms of JLP watches like tarot readings. Oh, Ellie does tarot readings on Hyper. That's pretty cool. Hino watches Markiplier and Niji Sanji.
Nice.
Reem watches 10-hour long ocean videos.
Hmm.
I've witnessed this. Reem watches those while playing games to keep her focused, but like with a question mark. Calm her down.
Is
Maybe
it
games are
the
intense.
ocean noises that are
I think it's just
relaxing
like
or
the
what?
the imagery. I don't know.
Ah.
Weird
Okay,
history. That's
I'm gonna
that's featured.
start the next one.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's go.
The Gaming Beaver, Lo-Fi Girl.
Oh, Lo-Fi Girl is great. Yeah. Ooh, damn. This is when we're getting into the Rust stuff, right? This is
Yeah, we're getting. Oh,
this is dirty.
this is really in there, and this is where the ladder starts to come in.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got to get to the top of that.
Yeah, Aaron wants to snoop
Okay.
in other houses.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like maybe we'll find some of that lore that we're
Oh yeah,
looking
yeah,
for.
yeah. Hidden Easter eggs and secrets and
Yeah.
whatnot. Mostly his
I'm gonna
music
start with
video.
something simple. Start with this bench.
Uh, little known fact. I watched a lot of chess videos.
Oh wow.
I'm not particularly fantastic at chess. I'd say I'm above average, but gosh, I love watching chess videos because the way that people think, I don't know. One of my biggest values or virtues is perspective, you know? And I think there's a lot to be learned about people based on, the way that they deal with problems. And chess itself is like people think it's like a very methodical game, but there's a lot of personality that goes into it. And you'll see it's like based off of like how people try to play. So like me, I try to play a lot like more secure until I really understand like the position. That's when I start to go on the offensive. Some people recklessly go in and attack and try to go for
That's me.
game finish as fast as they can. Yeah, that's probably the more common way to go. But like to have the patience, and some people actually learn how to play like great defense, which is super hard. Some people know they're good early games, they're good late games. So like it's a personality thing, you know. You learn a lot about yourself when you learn like strategy like that. So pretty
Do
cool.
you study a lot of the like openings and traditional patterns?
One of the things that like I only study one opening in particular. Well, two, one on white and one on black. The white opening that I study is the London system, which is basically just a set of predetermined moves that kind of get you in a good spot, and then you can like look to be aggressive. So I think it's
Nice.
like that's so in itself. I feel like myself, I would like to have something secure before I branch out. You know,
Yeah.
that's like a life thing, but you know.
I've never studied it too much, but yeah, it is interesting how, I think most things in life they do have some level of personality to how people approach it. Like even math at its
Right.
highest levels, like people do it differently. Like different PhDs and like very high level math people will approach mathematical problems in the way you're describing. Some people just go aggressive and hard and try to solve a problem in one way. I mean, even this power washing simulator, right? There's different ways to clean an object and work our way through this thing. So it is very interesting, and I think chess in particular is very interesting because the amount of pattern matching and pattern memorization is just so high from all of the possible moves. And another interesting thing is just how like all of the really really good folks basically have like 10,000 different patterns in their head of previous games that have been played in the past and like previous moves that have been done by other grandmasters and things like that. It's very interesting. Like I was never deeply into it, but I'm very aware of like I've seen a lot of documentaries on like grandmasters and like how they think and how they approach life. And yeah, you're absolutely right that it is
Yeah, the
a
perspective.
fascinating game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what interests me particularly, like just like how you said about the grandmasters, like how they think. That stuff's so cool.
Totally.
You ever watch Queen's Gambit?
Yeah, I loved it. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite shows of all time, really.
Yeah, same. I like leaned into chess a lot more after watching it because I played like when I was like a very little kid at like a
Mm.
just like a hobby level, but after I watched Queen's Gambit, like chess became like so much more interesting. And then like when they started, all those streamers, like I don't know if anyone saw those the Twitch like I think it was Twitch Rivalry or whatever, and they started playing like chess as the
Oh
big
yeah.
game. So you see all the big streamers, like when Critical got like a five move mate against XQC, that was legendary stuff.
Oh yeah.
Everyone loved that.
I didn't watch it, but I was aware that it was happening. Like I saw everyone talking about it.
Fave chess streamers. I don't watch streams all too much. I like Eric Hansen, Gotham Chess, Agad Mator, Shaboops Chess Simulator next. I think I've seen you play once and it was very cool. Yeah. Shaboops King's Gambit, the Ike's line, the Boops Gambit. The Boops Gambit is losing due to a very small and stupid mistake. That's what they call oh, do you know about the Botez sisters?
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Yeah.
them.
The Botez Gambit is just losing your queen. Uh, if I ever got like that kind of infamy in like any game scene, I would quit on the spot. Like to be known for like losing critical pieces. Oh,
It's a power move. You win with only one king left and one pawn left.
yeah. There's this hilarious picture that I saw that Reem brought up. It's someone. So there's a chess set, but they called it Queen's Gambit, the board game, and it had like
That's,
Beth Harmon on the front of it. So they're like, oh my god, they made the board game from the Netflix show. It's one of those like reverse stories.
oh, I see. They recreated the game from the Netflix show.
Yeah. Where can I post my Shaboops sim? Share your avatars in the Hyper Discord. It didn't specify where the avatar's from. It could be VRM. It could be a recreation in Sims. I guess I don't know. I can't even play chess. Oh, Karu's here. If Karu's here, that means StarClan's here.
Hikaru.
Karu's a big member, a key member of StarClan, a general, if
Nice.
you will. Yeah. Yeah, we're StarClan's moving on up. Pixel just hit 1 million on TikTok, which is huge.
Very nice.
So we're gonna do this big chorus mashup thing where I think we're all singing "Scandalous" from Soul Eater. You ever watch Soul Eater, Aaron?
I have not.
Miss Soul Eater is
I've
fantastic.
heard about it, but I haven't watched it. Yeah,
Oh, it's a beautiful anime.
I did just finish Mob Psycho season 2 though.
Ooh,
I
season
really
3 is
loved
coming out
that.
soon.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to finish it
Yeah.
to get prepared.
Season 2 has one of my favorite moments in Mob Psycho like ever, which was when for those that do not watch spoilers, but like the one that girl gets her like novel ripped apart
Oh
and he like
yeah,
fixes it. Oh, that's and the way that they animated that too was so cool.
yep. Their animation styles is very distinct.
Yo,
It's
Pog.
great.
Soul Eater's the best Maka cosplay? Oh, you cosplayed Maka? That's awesome. Yeah, JLP's a cosplayer, and I think I've seen a couple of your cosplays. But wow, I didn't know you did Maka. That's really cool. I actually I almost did a Soul Eater cosplay when I went to Anime Boston with a couple of my friends. They were cosplaying what's it called? Pixel is really big on Black Star. That's kind of like his brand. So he had like the time skip Black Star outfit or whatever. And my friend Neb, she dressed up as Maka. And I don't know. It was really cool. I was supposed to be Death the Kid, but I didn't have time to throw that together. Or at least time skip Death the Kid. Mob Psycho
Rio
W.
says I'm power moving by being a PNG. Yes, it's
Yeah.
not intentional, but yes,
It's VTuber cosplay,
it's a power move.
We were actually considering that for Anime Boston, like cosplaying as our VTubers, and like I actually literally have this exact pink hoodie.
Sick.
So
We
if I
just
got
need
like a
to
wig or
make the
something,
horns.
yeah, if I had the horns, if I had the wig, these horns are definitely gonna become pink cat ears soon. So maybe if I get a pink wig, maybe I'll consider it.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh, yeah,
also
just
have normal
remind me
glasses.
about the ears. I think we can hook that up.
So soon, so soon.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. That's been the one thing. It's become like something of a joke, like a bit of a local meme. Just
Well,
like
then
how
maybe
badly.
we should not give it to you just to
Oh
keep,
no,
keep it going. You
the
know?
fire beneath my feet. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I like thought about it, but Feathers drew like fan art of me, and this is like I've told the story a million times. Like Feathers drew fan art of me where I have like cat ears for some reason, and I was like, this looks so correct. This looks so correct with my
This feels right.
yeah.
Soon. We'll get it for you soon.
Shaboops says Death the Kid would have been awesome. That's what I'm saying. You know, maybe next con. Because we were thinking of doing like time skip designs and stuff. And gosh, my just to have Death the Kid as like a I don't know, maybe I don't even have to like have a wig, just have my long hair and people just kind of figure it out when they see the 3 white stripes. Something. Got to cosplay in the future. Feathers knows best, yeah. From one artist to another, yeah, JLP. I think all the artists just know each other really well in the in Hyper. We have like a really awesome art community.
Totally.
I'm really proud of it. It's like incredibly robust.
I'm very impressed with your extremely well, I don't even know how to describe this. Like you're very methodical about this circle that you're doing around this carousel.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed but the edges of this entire playground I got first and foremost.
Yes.
Um,
You can just do like 1,000 laps. And
yeah.
slowly
And I, like,
inwards.
yeah, and then I work my way in. I think
Yeah.
like that's I don't know, I really enjoy that. It's patient. Come to the UK one day. I was thinking about it, but then I'd have to meet British people. Jokes. That's all. One day I'll make my way over there. Yeah. No, that was a comical accent. I actually can somewhat do some dialects because I have a lot of British friends. Actually, I have friends from all over the world, but a lot of Australian, Filipino, and British friends because my sleep schedule is so awful that when I'm online and I go to like online communities, the only people that are awake are from like the other side of the world. So I pick up a lot from them. Like
Nice. Yeah, I think it's similar within the Hyper company. Also, we have a lot of international folks. So
oh for sure.
whenever I'm awake in the middle of the night, we also have people online and working. It's a global community. So
Yeah.
and team.
Yeah, even though we're a small team, the sun never sets on our empire.
Someone is always working. So,
Yeah, there's always someone up.
yeah.
I wonder if I know like Andrew's here, but and the people that are generally part of like hyper community, they probably don't they've never even heard of Andrew, but I wonder if maybe we can bridge the gap someday where the community gets to meet like the back end.
Yeah.
Surely they wouldn't pester our back end with features and suggestions and whatnot. They're very hard at work constantly, but no, I think that'd be a cool thing if they could maybe
Yeah, a meet and greet, or like if we can do this kind of thing with the whole team, even like if we did
Yeah.
a stream with like, I don't know, 5 people or something like that. That could be interesting.
I could get that to work. It would take a while to set up, but I could probably get that to work.
Yeah, just everyone calls you on Discord, and then. But that's why we need a desktop version. It would make it so much easier. Oh, we got a text from Harborshaw. Did you hear that the mayor's cat Ulysses is missing?
Oh
The whole
no.
town's on the lookout. You chased him off.
I chased him off.
R.I.P.
Well, I had to clean the
sure he's
shed, so I
fine.
walked towards the shed and he jumped off this orange tabby. Oh no.
It's okay. Cats are very resilient. I'm sure he
trust
is. So this is the lore.
That's the lore, I guess.
This is the lore.
They didn't have that when I first played this game, so this is new to me as well.
Ah,
That's funny. Not the mayor's cat Ulysses.
I just
Okay.
realized that we forgot to buy our scopes and stuff.
You know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
This game's all about patience.
That's right.
Meet and greet. That'd be really cool, actually. I'd love to meet more of Hyper Staff if they want. Shaboops sign my art. No, because it would
Yeah.
ruin your art. Your art's so good. Jellyfew, thank you for joining. Traumatized. That's awesome. You know, someone told me I'd fit in as a British person in the UK because of my fake accent. I really think I could get away with it, honestly. If I really did try. Because I have, like, the comical accent, and then there's, like, the actual dialects that, like, I studied.
You studied dialects?
Back in, so impressions and stuff, I don't study, but back in the day, I used to go to school for acting. And there's some
Nice.
stuff that I actually, like, we learn, like, the phonetic languages of, like, there's, like, Brooklynese, there's, like, old-timey, like, Louisiana, like, Bayou, like, that man over here, you know, like, that kind of,
Yeah.
and
That southern drawl, or
yeah,
whatever it's called.
but it's a very specific part of Southern,
right.
which was, like, really fascinating to learn, because, like, the nuances of language, you can,
Yeah,
there's
that's
some
the
people,
mint julep southern
yeah,
is yeah.
there's some people that can identify exactly where people are from based off their dialects, even if it's not very pronounced, like something like that. So, like, someone could probably tell I'm, like, a New Englander or something based off of
It's like
certain
a
words.
sommelier for dialects.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. Some people they absolutely scream like California, despite not having like a pronounced accent, you know?
Right.
Because like the pronounced like caricature accent is like the surfer dude California guy, like, hey dude, like, oh, catch that freaking wave, dude. But more like Bay Life stuff is like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think San Francisco doesn't
Absolutely
really
not.
have
Yeah.
that, but it is still distinct enough that I know people can tell
Yeah.
if you're from SF.
Yeah.
Yeah. GLP says the UK has too many accents.
Yeah. There's like
yeah.
some people think that like I forget where it is, but like the whole like bottle of water thing. But then you'd have people that like pronounce the T very more pronounced than like American English would.
Yeah.
So like what's it, like I think it's like Yorkshire. Yorkshire's the kind of place. It's a little bit more posh, and you'll hear the T a little bit more pronounced.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you got the like Cockney accent
Yeah.
and like the Manchester accent and the
My favorite is
Essex accent.
My favorite is Liverpool because they just communicate in a series of grunts. Oh, don't make fun of Liverpool like that, yeah.
Oh man. Hisoka Moro says, "Thank you for sharing the hyper post. I wouldn't have known." Yeah, of course. We always try to post those updates, because basically every update we have, it has like a major feature in it. So we always want to make sure we spread those out there, because there's big stuff every week. So no worries.
Yeah. Very proud of
Ooh,
that.
Poshland. Is
I'm from
Poshland
Poshland.
like London, or like where is Poshland?
It depends. I think that, oh my gosh, there's this connotation that being posh is like the worst thing. Like it's like I don't know. Like you have to beat like the posh allegations. So it's tough for people that like hate posh people, and then there's like some people that they would consider posh, and they're like, no, I'm not posh, I'm not, I swear, It's funny. It's really funny.
I guess it's like our version of bougie out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does wealth, does bouginess have an accent here? That blown out like, oh, I'm so rich. Or like the Jeff Bezos laugh. How like
I
ultra.
guess he made that that distinct. It would be like distinct to him, because I guess he became rich in the last like 20-ish years. So
Jim Carrey had this like really funny interview moment when he was talking about like, before he would just laugh regularly, but ever since he started getting invited to like rich people parties, he has this like really loud, like blown out laugh.
Oh man,
I thought that was so funny, because he would be like, "Oh, ha 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 ha," that's a really funny joke, and then like, and then when he starts to go to rich parties, he goes, "Ah!" It's just this like,
it's gotta be deep and loud for sure. Ray Tenshi asks if hitting start OBS mode will allow people to join. No. When you start OBS mode, it just hides the UI, so you can use it with a capture card like we're doing here.
Yeah, so I'm on OBS mode right now, so you'll see, if you were to look at my phone right now, it's just my avatar and a green like background. So I have the OBS, I have it turned to landscape, and I have the green chroma key. So that's what that is. I wish I could show you guys, but yeah. But that's what I'm using so far, and then I have the rest of the configuration on OBS itself. There's various tutorials on how that's done. We have guides, I think, on the app itself. If you go to like the information area, it should be like, looks like a book logo, like an open book. But yeah, we got tutorials and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Just Jim Carrey doing Jim Carrey things. Yeah, I love Jim Carrey.
I remember I guess the first thing I know Jim Carrey from was from The Mask many years ago, and like he's just in my mind, whenever I think of him, I just think of the green version of him. So whenever someone says Jim Carrey,
the green
I'm like,
version,
the green guy.
Yeah. Reem in the chat, as well as myself, pretty big on Truman Show. I think Truman Show was like one of his like really premier breakout moments. Despite him having like a pretty established career beforehand, I think Truman Show was just like such a eye opener for a lot of people. That I really like that one. Have you seen that?
I've heard of it a lot. I should watch it. But
do you know the premise?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's like living his life, and it's like on a show, right? Like,
yeah.
It's like
he doesn't know.
Right.
There's a lot of like philosophical reflection. Pet Detective. Oh yeah, Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
His Ace Ventura. Oh my god, there's this one scene, I forget which Ace Ventura movie it's from, where he climbs out of like a mechanical rhino, but like out of like the butt. So it looks like he's being birthed, and it's like the most dramatic like 3 minutes of anyone's life. But it's so funny.
I don't know why, but when Hyper Community said Pet Detective, for some reason I was thinking of Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
I was like, is he on that? I don't think so.
Is Jim Carrey on Paw Patrol? Hidden Jim Carrey tech. Hidden lore.
Hidden lore.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's on Paw Patrol.
I also don't know anything about Paw Patrol, so it would have been like, I guess it's possible, like I don't know anything about the show, so.
Very much how the vlogger family kids are gonna. Oh yeah, that's some weird stuff to me. Like vlogging families and stuff.
Yeah, like the Ace family, actually. Yeah.
But like sometimes the parents like have a poor sense of boundaries, and they just be like recording everything, and then like the kids will grow up living lives like similar to something akin to the Truman Show.
Totally. I actually mostly assume that all of the family vloggers are gonna end up like that at some level. Like it's very difficult to have a separation and still show
Yeah,
something that's interesting, really. So,
yeah.
you know,
I'm
it
that.
will have a strange effect on the psyche for sure.
Yeah, the implications of technology on like youth and whatnot. It's so
Yeah.
strange. Like you would hear stories about kids, like instead of saying goodnight, like they would say like outros to YouTube videos. They'd be like, they don't even know what
Smash the bell.
It's funny because like you would hear like they don't even know what like subscribing really is, but they would say to their
Right.
mothers like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh
Like
God,
there's this
that is wild.
yeah, there's this TikTok trend where people start to have outros. Like they would go to a drive-through and they'd be like, "Thanks again, and I'll see you next time." Like add time to like a YouTube outro like beat drop, and they would drive
Oh
off.
man.
That's been a trend that I've been seeing, and oh gosh, that's so funny. But
Yeah, times are changing.
yeah,
Because I feel like family vlogging like is really a thing that is not more than maybe 10 years old or something like that. I don't
hmm
know. Like it was
yeah,
definitely not a very common thing. And then even reality stars, like there were definitely boundaries there because you know when the TVs are or the cameras are rolling or not because they're massive cameras. And but now it's like you know everyone's being vlogged constantly for um, entertainment basically, and so you need to keep the cameras rolling,
yeah,
and you end up with all kinds of weird effects because of that.
kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Sonic
I
the
do think
Hedgehog.
that's part of why VTubers are so interesting, though, because like you can kind of build your own lore, and there's like the no pressure of this kind of real world drama or implication. It's like you can
Yeah,
build whatever kind of ideal backstory you want, and it's almost like everyone gets to be their own Disney character at some level,
yeah, you can really compartmentalize it. I think that's a big strength, and that's why
right?
a lot of people can enjoy it and consume like VTuber content as something like you would the rest of media, but it doesn't have to feel as intrusive. Um,
Totally,
which is really cool. I think there's a lot of potential there, and we're definitely like playing into that,
definitely.
man. Oh, the
Sonic is fun to draw. I love the Sonic movies. So I guess some Aaron lore. I dressed up as Sonic to go watch Sonic 1. Um, on opening day, the theaters were completely empty. Uh, and it was also the start of COVID. So like
Oh,
there's a
so
lot of stuff happening at
so
once.
you were just
Yeah. There's a lot going
that's
on
awesome.
that. Oh no, the bots. But yeah, it was a very weird way to watch Sonic. I like the movie actually, but I don't know. It was a strange time. That feels so long ago now too. It was like 2020 or something.
Yeah, I was I went to the premiere of Sonic 2 and I was wearing my shirt that has Sonic on it and it says it says on the shirt, "I'm not a player, I'm a gamer. Players get chicks. I get bullied at school." Which
Love
is like
it.
this post-ironic thing that like I don't know, I saw like a shit post of it like years ago. But someone turned it
That's
into a
great.
shirt and I was like, "Oh, I'm so irresponsible when it comes to like copying like just the stupidest clothing just because like I just think it's funny."
Love it. You
Yeah.
brought that to Anime Expo, right?
Yeah, I think I wore it on the inside of my jumpsuit
Right.
on one of the
Yeah, I didn't
days.
see
But
it. I just remember you mentioning it.
yeah, in like a in like a call or something. Yeah, those
Yeah.
my first OCs were Sonic. Okay, here's some things. I'm gonna make a list of things that I have to see. First, I need to see you dressed up as Sonic, Aaron. I need to see an image of that.
Okay,
Next,
yeah,
I
I'll
need
send a photo.
next I need to see JLP's the Sonic OCs. Throw them in art because I'll freak out over them. I used to love Sonic and like anything extended Sonic back in the day, like Shadow, Silver, like all that
Oh
kind of
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I was big on that.
Sonic
Those games were
Adventure.
fun.
That's one of my
Yeah,
favorite games.
yeah. Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2.
And
Like this.
that song. Which one? The City Escape? Yeah, City
Yeah.
Escape. Oh man,
Oh yeah. And then it like the
that's the one.
oh man, that goes crazy, and you're going down
I listen
the
to it every once in a while. It's like it's good shit.
there's one from like Sonic Racing, Sonic R, called "Can You Feel the Sunshine," that I know I love that one. It's so
I haven't
catchy.
heard that one. Yeah,
It's scratches
City
ADHD.
Escape is really the one that just sticks in my head, and I still listen to it to this day.
Yeah, back in the day, the good days when all video game soundtracks just happened to have ska in it for some reason. I don't know why that bring ska back. We need to revive ska.
Bring ska back. Ska
Yeah.
revival.
If you guys don't know what
This
ska
game
is,
needs a ska soundtrack.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what ska is, imagine what's playing in a kid's head in the 2000s when his mom brings a plate of mozzarella sticks. That's what ska sounds like. It's a
That's
feeling.
such a specific example.
Yeah.
Mozzarella sticks. Are
Yeah.
they fried or are they the
Oh,
regular
it
kind?
doesn't matter what they are. They just if your kid sees
okay.
mozzarella sticks, he's having a good time. Like
Ooh.
gosh, Tony Hawk, like the Pro Skater soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Like that was like a lot of that was
great.
ska. A lot of people's music tastes were defined by that game, which is fantastic. Oh my
Tony
gosh,
Hawk Pro Skater 3 on the Dreamcast.
real.
Yeah.
Oops, hold on.
Good stuff. And then there's the Darth Maul skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Sonic for the Chow. Yeah, the Chows were one of my favorite things. I loved Chow breeding and like getting the Angel Chows and the Devil Chows and the good stuff.
Oh.
And then on the Dreamcast version, you could put your Chow on the memory card, which had an LCD screen that.
Oh yeah.
It was, wow, so much nostalgia right now.
Yeah, they
My
did
brain's,
they did so much cool stuff with like physical stuff
Yeah.
that you carried with you. That like Pokemon
Totally.
step counter that like would like level up your Pokemon,
Yeah.
like EXP with that. Like that was so cool. That's another like completely dead like breed of like cool video game peripherals. Just like the stuff that
Definitely.
you could take around with you. Man,
I feel like the Nintendo in general still seems to make these kind of interesting things. Like their whole cardboard thing is fairly
yeah,
interesting.
Labo, yeah, that
But,
was
yeah. But I think the like ROI on it for like Sony or whatever is just it's kind of low return on investment, but
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
cool. Like it's stuff that feels worth doing because it's so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like Labo, I was thinking about it, because I used to work at GameStop, like I said, and I was wondering like, why is this selling so well? Like people still bought it. I thought it was just like kind of a silly niche concept that like maybe like families would get just to,
Right.
but like they just like that they really bought into it. I was wondering like, what was the
Oh, that's
like the big
interesting.
appeal? And like the
Yeah, I had no
return
idea it
on-
was selling well. I was kind of curious because it seems like when you think of it, it seems very niche.
Mhm.
Because it's like a bunch of cardboard peripherals. But
Yeah.
that's really cool that it's doing well.
ROI like, but it was literally like it's $80 for this pack of cardboard, so it couldn't have been expensive to make, and you have to build it yourself. So there's literally like
Right.
no manufacturing costs on that at all. So it's just like cut pieces of cardboard. The cardboard is pretty high
Cardboard out,
quality.
Yeah.
So it's better than just like normal like box cardboard, but in the end it was just cardboard.
Right.
That was, I don't know, that was fantastic. I was like,
Very nice.
yeah, it's so strange to see what works sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ring Fit
Sometimes you
Adventure was
just
also a
gotta
big
try
one.
it. I don't think it's just it's like I wonder how they came up with the concept. You know, it's like yes, with our game console, if we just sold a bunch of cardboard peripherals, I'm sure that'll do well.
Yeah.
But
Is
it
there
worked.
is there anything in Hyper that like surprised you ever about stuff that like just really worked that you didn't expect?
I think the let me think about that real quick. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
one of the
kind of a
main
bigger
things is
question.
like it's interesting how many folks use OBS mode. Like we see like 10% of creators use OBS mode. That's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense because we are obviously using it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, part of the goal of Hyper is to make a really easy tool that people don't need to use on the computers, and they still do. And so that one was pretty surprising, and we're glad that people like it because we really built it for ourselves to be able to film with. And then I think the other thing that really worked that we were surprised about was VRMs in general. We didn't realize that so many people had VRMs. And you know, I guess a bunch of people are even used to making VRMs because of VR chat and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that was a cool surprise because VRM users are some of our like longest lasting users on the app. Like they come back the most often and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. The and we got several VRM users in chat, and
Yeah.
they love the implementation. I think someone earlier said that the idea for that was genius.
Yeah, it was definitely a surprise because we weren't totally sure what would happen,
Hmm.
and people liked it, so it was great. And we hope to continue experimenting like that and continuing to find more interesting things to add for people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like VRMs and stuff. I think I like the pre-existing like VTubing community and stuff. Like that's a lot of people use like vroid. A lot of people use like Live 2D, for example.
that's
So
right.
like,
Yeah,
there's, yeah.
I guess one of the things we thought about when we were
Yeah.
doing that was like, oh, those people might be using much more pro tools on the desktop or something like that.
Hmm.
But there's just really not that many mobile tools that allow you to use a VRM in general.
Hmm.
So I think that was part of it also,
Right, right.
especially with its own social component built in.
Hmm.
And so yeah, it just turned out to work well, and we want to support even more formats in the future.
Very exciting. Very, very, very
Yeah.
exciting.
Ravina Rose says, "I love Hyper." Thank you.
By the way, it's so good. Yeah. Always happy to hear positive feedback. I like any feedback, honestly. I think people are sometimes afraid to give like any negative feedback, but there's the ones that help the most are like the ones that will point out, stuff that we need to work on, because like
Definitely.
how else can we make it better for y'all, Love to hear that. So appreciate the feedback as well. So like in terms of like VTubing, like I know what you aimed for initially was like the avatar platform, but so that didn't necessarily begin with like VTubing itself. But like what background do you really have in like VTubers and stuff? Like are there ones that you follow in particular, or?
I mostly watch VTubing clips on
Yeah.
places like YouTube. I think the VShojo VTubers are all very interesting. I think Iron Mouse has a very interesting background, and I actually think like her use case was a
Mhm.
very interesting thing to me because it really showed to me what expression tools could do.
Mhm.
And so I think that's part of why I wanted to lean into these avatar tools as well, because it felt like it would just unlock a lot of creative potential for a lot of people.
Mm.
Again, it's like the ability for anyone to build a Disney character and express themselves in a way that they might not otherwise be able to do. And so we just wanted to make that easy on mobile, really. As far as like actual VTubers that I watch, like I'm right now currently I'm most interested in this VTuber called Fillion, and she's a 3D
Feeling's great.
VTuber. I just think she's really really funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love watching her.
Yeah. In chat, does anyone have like VTubers in particular that they're very into? Like personally, I was actually like when we were at AX, I went out of my way to go see Nyanners on stage. They had like a panel where it was like these screens, like these like life-size screens of Nyanners and Iron Mouse, and Nyanners has been like a prominent shit poster since like early internet days, like 2009 and whatnot. And
Yeah.
I've been following her since then, so since long before she did any VTubing and stuff, where she was just doing like funny voice acting stuff, which I found hilarious. So that's like to see things come full circle throughout the span of my life to where I am now, like working for like this VTuber app. Like I think it's definitely a funny arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always good to combine as many of the things as you like as possible. I feel like it's just more fulfilling that way. Like
Yeah.
I that's part of why I started this company specifically. It was so that I could work on something that I liked, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's every day really. I find another facet of this job that I just didn't realize I'd be good at.
Yeah.
But it's just like even doing what we're doing now, like streaming and stuff, it's just like, huh, I didn't think like my previous experience just like streaming as a hobby for like a couple years like prior would ever help me out in a professional sense, but
You've been training your
Right.
whole life for
Yeah.
this moment. And now Power Washing Simulator is the end game.
Yeah, like look at that, like we're getting a professional application for this.
Yes.
That's awesome. Hina has to go. Good night, Hina.
Good night.
You like Shoto and Vox. Oh, Vox has been really blowing up in like hyper like circles. I think I see a lot of people in hyper talking about Vox. I know Naka Naichi's like a huge Vox fan. She did like this really cool fan art. If you look in the Discord and then see what we like the art posts from Naka Naichi. So
Yeah, I've seen the name pop up a few times. That's one of the Niji Sanji VTubers,
yeah,
right?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
the black and red haired, very
Right.
sexy looking
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Rio asks if I'm into Disney. I
Disney?
like Disney stuff casually. I feel like at the same level that a lot of people like Disney is just at just like a normal, I'll occasionally watch a movie kind of thing. But one of the things that I do find interesting about Disney in general is like how they have built this kind of storytelling business. It's just interesting. Like the company itself also has an interesting background. Like Disney was also an interesting, crazy guy in a good way, where he tried to build a city, which is what Disney World was. And then because he died, it actually was never completed, and it became like just an amusement park. But it was originally meant to be this kind of vertically integrated city. And so I find like the history and backstory of these kind of folks very interesting. But yeah, I like Disney in general. I was at Disneyland a few weeks ago, and that was fun. I went to Galaxy's Edge and so on.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was fun because I like Star Wars also. At the same level that a lot of folks like Star Wars, I'm not like a super fan, but I enjoy it. I like the lore. I occasionally will watch a top 10 most powerful lightsaber lore video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gosh, I used to be like super into Star Wars like way back in the day. Like all the extended universe stuff
Yeah.
that's like no longer canon. Like I love
Yeah,
that.
too bad they tossed it all out, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not too bitter about that. Like they were pretty out there, but the fact
Yeah.
that they what they wanted to do was to retcon all that so that they could have breathing room for like the sequel trilogy. But when
Totally.
they did that with the sequel trilogy, I was like, I think I would have preferred having my my extended universe stuff instead.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, I think like
They weren't
the
awful
ones,
movies, but they were just,
yeah, they were just like kind of whatever. I think like The
Yeah.
Mandalorian, for example, was way better than the movies.
Ooh, for
Such a good TV
sure, for
show, and
sure.
like you just want to give Dave Filoni the power to make the movie instead. Like you wish he
Yeah.
made it. Yeah,
I think Mandalorian got the vibes perfect.
definitely. And like it was even just cinematically, it
Hmm.
was so beautiful. Like it was
Yeah,
it
very
was
well
like
shot.
such a gorgeous show, and like it was so well
Hmm.
written, and like it was so interesting how there was so little dialogue. Like it was all told through just various like camera movements and all through action. It was really good.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, this is the way. And I don't know. I just feel like even the current shows aren't hitting quite the same. Like Book of Boba Fett and so on are just not quite
That just
at the
kind of seemed
Mandalorian level.
like a fan servicey, like, oh look, Boba Fett has a show now. You
Yeah,
guys like the Boba Fett? Remember him?
yeah. It's just all Mandalorian is just like top tier
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
I really
Actually,
thought like
the
as an
the
original
cinematographer went on to do Dune, which is
Dune.
why
Yeah, yeah,
Dune
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
also so beautiful. Yeah.
I love Dune. I
Yeah.
love Dune. I watched
Same.
1984 Dune. And I loved it then, but
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I've only seen clips of the crazy CG, like
it's a
the
weird one. It's really weird, and it does not age well. And
yeah.
Dave Lynch makes weird movies and whatnot.
It's also very long, right?
Yeah, it's pretty terribly long.
Oh man.
But then again, so is Dune like 2021. You know, that's
True.
like 3 hours
But
long.
it's not as weird, I think, in the
Yeah,
modern era. So
yeah, they
like
definitely made
it's
it a lot cooler looking.
yeah. But I do plan on watching the old Dune at some point. It's I just feel like as a sci-fi fan, it's
Yeah.
kind of a must do.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did such a good job in the more recent Dune that it's like the writing is consistent. So, what really you could overlook the terrible CG and whatnot. by saying like, oh, but the writing makes up for it. I think the writing, because it's so consistent, that like you'll hear a lot of the same like iconic lines, like "walk without rhythm" or "fear is the mind killer," that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They do perfect justice to it, in my opinion.
For sure.
The newer Dune movies. I can't wait for like the new next parts and whatnot. Cause
Yeah, I'm excited. Whenever it happens, I'll be there. I'm gonna watch it in IMAX this time instead of a normal movie theater.
Oh, don't watch it in IMAX. Your ears are gonna blow out.
Oh, really?
Dune is a loud movie. That was one thing that we couldn't get over.
Yeah,
when we were
those horns and the throat singing
Yeah,
and all that
dun dun.
stuff. I love that the audio is just so powerful.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that movie kicked my ass though, because we watched it in a Dolby theater, and it was so loud. Like
Man.
I had never had a movie hurt my ears from how loud it was. It was like a car horn going off sometimes.
Have you seen the new Top Gun?
I haven't.
Oh, it's so good. It's really, really great. I didn't see the original, so I don't really know too much of the context, but it's just a really good summer movie. Like, it's just fun to watch. It's constantly exciting.
Yeah.
I
hear about like from people that don't give like a shit really about like fighter jets or like that kind of stuff. Like they
I don't
said
care
it was a
about
great
fighter
movie.
jets at all. But now I'm like, how do I become a pilot?
The process, the like our flight suits from Anime Expo. A lot of people that wasn't it inspired by Top Gun?
I don't know. We're gonna have to ask Peachy.
Yeah, no, I think Peachy mentioned that at one point that it was inspired by after you guys watched Top Gun. I thought that was like really funny. So in that sense, I wanted to watch the movie, and I was like, I want to see what made this so hype. Maybe
it's definitely worth the hype and also like Tom Cruise is just one of those crazy filmmakers that it's like interesting to see his output, because like he apparently made the whole cast learn to fly them for real.
Jeez.
And like not everyone can fly fighter jets, so they had to train for like 6 months to even physically be in shape to handle the G forces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I do have a bit of interesting lore from the original Top Gun, and this is why he made them train for that. They flew the original fighter jets in the original Top Gun, but nobody trained for it. So basically, in everyone's footage, they were like passing out.
Wow.
And, like, throwing up and stuff like that. Because
that's crazy.
They're basically sitting in the back with a real pilot flying it, right? But most of the footage in jet was unusable. So they ended up like basically, and of course, the only person with usable footage was Tom Cruise, who, is this kind of crazy person when he does this, where he will, for real, climb buildings without any gear. Or like, will break his leg during a shot and make sure the scene is cut before he tells anyone. Yeah. So
I
saw it for real.
I saw the moment where he broke his leg on that one movie, and I was like, oh, like his ankle, like doing a jump from the edge of a building. That was insane. And we did get the confirmation the outfits were inspired by Top Gun.
Nice.
Tom Cruise VTuber win.
Yeah, we'll get the Pitbull VTuber and the Tom Cruise VTuber, and there we go.
I'm gonna commission someone to make me a Pitbull VR.
Yes, you gotta.
Yes.
It's not a bad idea. I think we could probably. I mean, we'll just.
We just got bald. We just got bald. We're about to get
a bald guy in a suit.
I pitched the professional suit, like the black tie suit. I think that would look really cool, right? Sunglasses. We just need that one little goatee, and then we have
and the pocket square, and we're good to go.
Real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kanye VTuber. Yeah, we'll just.
We need the shutter shades.
All of these, we just keep it generic. It's like if we had a Pikachu VRM, it's like, no, it's a yellow rat.
Yeah, yellow electric rat.
Yeah, electric rat.
We need to get the Kanye, like the 2008 era shutter shades.
Oh yeah.
The graduation.
Pink polo.
Yeah. Pink polo. Oh, we need to get the Yeezy line. We need to get the. Oh man, I remember this is something that we wanted to talk about like a while ago. Like maybe if we like look into like brands and stuff. Golly. I would love to.
It'd be sick to actually get some real clothing.
Yeah.
Modeled. Yeah.
I would do anything for a Hyper X Balenciaga collab.
That would be so sick. Yeah.
That would, oh my gosh. Imagine people rocking that. I would wear
Definitely something we want to do.
I would wear that obnoxiously. Man. I've invested in Balenciaga once, which was the I got I tell people never to ask me for advice when buying like larger purchases because I'll always say yes. Because like I got the they had this Fortnite X Balenciaga collab, right? They actually had a pretty sick line because in game they had a line of skins that were wearing like Balenciaga, and it looked so sick. But there's this one sweater that when I went to the Balenciaga store in Manhattan, I just went in there to look because I love the vision as a brand. But I saw this one sweater with Fortnite on it, and I was like, "Ain't no way! I forgot they did that collab."
It's so funny.
Right?
It's just like
It's
just such
one of those ridiculous
hilarious,
things.
like collab. I love it. I mean, that
Yeah.
is their whole concept anyway. So
Yeah. So I ended up getting it. And oh my god, there's the worst thing happened, which was like a sign. So I was like, there's no way I'm getting this, but like I was with my mom and my sister at the time, so we went there and my mom was like, oh, you actually like this? Like try it on. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna try it on. She brought over one of the workers and she was like, oh, he wants to try this on. And I was like, I don't want to. All right, fine. So I put it on, and I was like, it's a little bit oversized, but that's kind of like the style. And I
Yeah.
walk out, and Diamonds from Sierra Leone, that one Kanye song, started playing because I thought this like loose sweater felt kind of Yeezy style, and then this Yeezy song comes on, and I'm just like, oh
just gotta get
no,
it.
no
Gotta get
way. It's like he spoke to me in that moment to make a bad decision, to make the fiscally irresponsible decision. They made
Oh,
it's like
man.
it's one of 200 that they made for that one particular sweater. So I would say it's like
Oh
a
shit,
yeah,
that's a rare item.
yeah, it's pretty rare. So I'd say if I like maybe I say it's an investment so I could resell it someday, but like holy moly, like this thing was like, oh, I felt like such a baller wearing it. I
sure,
didn't
yeah.
realize, like I didn't understand because like my like, you know, the like Korean or like Asian moms, and they love their like designer bags just to like flex on the other, like the Asian moms,
Other Asian
you know.
moms, yeah.
Like my mom's definitely a part of that, but like when I never understood it until I finally like owned something designer, and I was like, oh man, you feel different wearing that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you're like carrying the whole context of the brand and
Yeah, yeah,
the story and like
The
obviously
vision.
the big Fortnite logo
Yeah.
and yeah.
yeah. Oh,
It's,
Bitmoji. You know Bitmoji, Aaron? Like the
Yeah, they're
yeah,
the Snapchat
and they
emojis.
work with brands and stuff. But I
Yeah.
personally think we look way better than Bitmoji. So
Agreed. Agreed.
I think we deserve a little bit more than they do.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're very early, so
Yeah.
Bitmoji's been around for
Ever,
Gosh.
yeah.
10 years. I don't know.
We'll we just
We'll
need
be
to
up
show
there in
them.
the ranks soon
Yeah, we just
enough.
need to show them how good we look, and then bam, they'd be like, of course
Totally.
we'd love to collab with you.
Yeah.
Please, Balenciaga, if you're watching. As if they would, but
Yeah. It's like yeah, we have a secret Balenciaga person sitting in here.
oh
And
yeah.
maybe Kanye is watching too.
Oh yeah, yay,
let's,
yay.
let's collab.
What's good, yay?
Yep. Let's get
Thanks for
yeah.
watching. Yeah, Kanye's actually a huge VTuber fan. You guys didn't know?
He doesn't know yet, yeah. Have you seen the Kanye documentary?
Yeah, Genius. I watched
Yeah.
I watched the part 1 in theaters. I'm actually I'm pretty big
Oh,
on
wow.
Kanye.
Yeah, I loved it. I don't think I've seen the third part if I remember correctly, but like parts
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah, the
What a great story.
yeah, just I think a lot of people they saw just how he like grinded so hard to put his foot in, just to put his foot in the door when he was kind of a
Totally.
nobody. And like honestly, that's like kind of hard to watch sometimes. Just the cringe of like someone just like sitting
Trying
there
so
and
hard
not
yeah.
not like paying attention to him at all, and he's like
Yeah.
pouring his heart out. But like
And
everyone knows
also
the
all the
story.
people that turned down songs that are now clearly hits that are going to be timeless and famous.
Yeah, man. When I saw like the early iterations, when I saw like his mom knew all the lyrics to his songs.
Yeah.
Like,
and
how
what
honest.
an amazing supportive mom.
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah.
That was such a good documentary.
Yeah,
Anyone else here
incredible.
see that documentary? The Genius documentary? I think even if you're not a fan of Kanye, I would definitely like say if you have something you're working towards, it's definitely a very inspiring one because you'll see like just how difficult it was even for one of the biggest names like on the planet, you know?
Yeah, it's a story of perseverance, of working through it when people don't believe in you, but you believe in yourself, and just grinding as hard as possible to get something that you want really badly. Yeah,
That definitely like changed my perspective on like a lot of things.
yeah.
I,
One of
I
the interesting things from I forget what the title of the song is, but it's like one of the I think it's like the last song of his debut album. Like he mentions that so many so many of the album or so many of those label folks turned down Jesus Walks.
yeah.
And it's just like, bruh,
Yeah.
But when you believe in yourself and you think you have a hit, you just need to keep trying, and that's what he did. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Was there ever anything like that for Hyper? Did you ever get like a doubt or like some like second
Yeah,
guess
for sure. So,
thoughts?
being a venture capital backed company, like you're always going to encounter investors that do not understand what you're doing. And it's really the process of dealing with investment is very similar to the process of pitching labels and stuff like that, where, sometimes it's just not a good fit. But other times, maybe you'll meet someone that really understands what you're doing and wants to support it. But it's very much in the same way that you're going to get a 99 no's for every yes that you get. And you just kind of have to get used to doing it if you believe in what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a normal part of our goal with this is to push it into the future. And by definition, that means it doesn't exist in the world yet. And so what we're doing will convince people. And that's why we have to push so hard to do it, right? Kanye felt the same way about his music. He knew it was going to make a difference. He just had to get it in front of enough people. So that's the challenge, and not everyone's going to get it, and that's fine. You just have to find the people that do.
A great perspective on that.
Yeah.
He streams his church services as a VTuber. Yeah. Imagine like a yay VTuber. Like he does like one of those like Sunday service. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Hyper documentary when? I think we're still in the
One
midst
day.
of
One day.
maybe we should film some more stuff, honestly.
Totally.
That'd be pretty cool.
We were hoping to capture a lot more during AX, but we were definitely understaffed. So
yeah,
it was hard to both capture and do at the same time.
I think we got some good footage there.
There's still important history that was documented. We have images of the Falcon. So
that would really do it.
Yeah.
We could do professional reenactments.
Oh yeah, we'll just pretend.
I'm gonna hire Steve Aoki to play me in the documentary.
Yes. Good idea. Oh, and then one other interesting thing about the Kanye documentary is just kind of how fearless he is about.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like if you are scared of it, it's going to be very hard to get through those kinds of moments when you hear 99 people tell you no. And so it's just very cool to see how he just works through it when he's being rejected. He's just fearless. He just does not care. He wants to show everyone his song.
Yeah.
And then when he shows Pharrell his song, like, and Pharrell just is so excited, like that's got to be like one of the best moments, right?
Yeah, because Pharrell did everything, like especially back in the day. Like you how many songs had his production tag? You hear the 4 beat, the 4 count.
Totally.
So he was huge, and like maybe other people didn't see it, but Pharrell knew that Ye had the sauce, you know.
Definitely.
Like he felt it, and I that's like, I don't know. I have that kind of level of faith in Hyper as well. I really feel like this. Like we've got the sauce. We got something. We really got something here.
Sauce.
Yeah, we got the sauce. I love
There's
saying
magic
that.
here.
Yeah,
and we just gotta show the world.
Yeah, get ourselves out there. Oh my gosh, Peachy started talking about the sauce after I've been bringing it up, like how some things have the sauce, you know.
Yeah.
And when I heard Peachy say it, I was like, oh, I'm contagious. The sauce is infectious. Yeah.
Yeah, Peachy used to call it je ne sais quoi. It's like a French phrase for I don't know what. Like that's what it's a phrase for, and like it's basically the same thing as the sauce, but
it's an abstract concept.
We've got it. We just need to get it out there and show the world, because I think a lot of folks, as soon as they build their avatar and they kind of look at it, they're like, wow, this is really cool. You know, like there's like a moment of joy
Yeah.
when you get your character going, and yeah, we are gonna bring that to the world. Let's do it.
That was one of the really rewarding aspects of like working the booth, because like I have faith in the product. I just need like other people to see it, you know. And
Totally.
when you see the wide eyes, like the eyes like brighten up when they see like, oh, I made this. This is me,
Yeah.
you know. It's
Yeah.
such a cool thing that you don't see. You don't really get the privilege of seeing that regularly. So to see that like hands on, like on the ground at AX, that was so rewarding.
Totally.
And I
it's
wish
like
other people
almost
see that.
everyone that used it had a big grin on their faces, right?
Yeah.
Like it's yeah,
It's fun. It's fun. It's great.
it's a lot of fun. Yeah,
And everyone, you know, one way or another loves to express themselves.
totally.
That's oh, we got another one of these bots again.
I know.
Yeah, we got the mods on it. Good job, mods. The sauce, yeah.
Playground's getting pretty good. At least the set itself is getting pretty clean.
Yeah. The outside parts are pretty quick. So
Nice.
I think once we finish the playground, that'd be a pretty good place to
Yeah, that's a good cutoff.
yeah. So how are you enjoying the game? This is I kind of told you to get it on a whim, but
Yeah, it's a nice chill thing to kind of like, it like gives you a task and you can just kind of work through it. It's nice.
yeah. Gosh, I couldn't tell you how much I love this game. Like I really like, I don't know. It provided something for me that I didn't know I needed.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, it's therapeutic. That's what it is. I think there's a lot of times where like a lot of people can get in their heads and
Yeah.
you just need to be like in the moment, like mindful and stuff. And what really helps me is like driving. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is like driving, but like even better, because you'll see the road be like passing in front of you, but this is like a task that you can see like a tangible effort. You know, you can't see the entire trip that you took on a like a long drive.
Totally.
Well, you can on a map, so that's pretty fun to see still. But this is just awesome, especially when you're like fixing something, you're cleaning something dirty.
And it becomes this shiny thing.
Yeah, yeah. Once again, plugging this game. It's a power wash simulator on Steam. $25, but it goes on sale all the time. You can get it for like 15, maybe less. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't miss out. And this is just like one of many like little venues and stuff. I hadn't touched this game in a while because like I finished the entirety of the game when it was in its pre-release, but the full game came out. So
you've done this level before.
yes, I've done Playground for sure. This is fun.
Yeah. What are some other games like this that we could do on another stream?
Gosh, I mean, like, there's a lot of games that you can kind of just idly do a task and then like have like kind of like talking more so as like the focus. I think Minecraft is a big one that people would really like.
Right. Yeah.
All right, yeah, it's Minecraft.
No. I just meant, yes, correct. Yeah. It comes to mind. Yeah. I mean, I would totally play Minecraft. I actually love that kind of game because I used to play Gmod a lot also. And like those kind of
yeah.
but those kind of building games are just a lot of fun.
Wow.
For those who aren't familiar, Gmod is like it's not really like Minecraft, but it was built on the Half-Life engine and it was like a mod, and people would like script and build their own games and environments in it. And so you ended up with a Minecraft like sort of game experience where people would basically build out their own maps and stuff like that and hang out in them and make roller coasters and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd say that's like one of the premier like virtual worlds and whatnot, because they would use like maps and people would make their own and like.
Yep, it was like one of the original metaverses, really, because like it was primarily about hanging out too. There was like no game goal. It was like you just were in there doing weird stuff.
Man, that brings me back. See, that's how I know like your Steam account is ancient, right?
Gmod.
Yeah, so from the same era of Steam, back in like TF2 and like.
That's right, TF2, TF1.
God, I didn't have the patience for TF1. I think I own it.
I only played it a little bit, but yeah.
I wanted to see you guys do Surgeon Simulator, but I don't know if that's multiplayer. That would be insane. Multiplayer Surgeon Simulator. We just have a bunch of hands, just like
each person is one hand. Yeah.
Oh, that would be
man.
insane. Wait, that's. I wonder if they have that.
I guess I'm also looking for like a game to potentially get good at on the competitive side. So like
Yeah.
maybe I'll start trying Valorant or something like that.
Oh, I've been getting into Valorant. I'm not like the best at it, but like it's
Hmm.
fun. It's fun to learn.
Yeah,
Definitely fun
I
to learn.
just need to familiarize myself with all of the different like skills and stuff and the characters and stuff. I don't really, I haven't played hero shooters in a long time, but you know, I know memorizing what everyone does is like a big part of it.
Yeah, a lot of these games nowadays, in order to play at like the slightly above average level, it has to be like your part-time job. Like, you got to put like 20 hours
Right.
into it a week, and then like it's really rough. So like Valorant, I can't put too much time into it, obviously, but
Right.
I started playing with some of the other like VTubers of Hyper, because that's what like some of them they
Nice.
really like Apex, they really like Valorant. So I was like, I'll dabble into these games. Apex I can't play to save my life. I just don't vibe with that game at all. But Valorant
Mm.
has been really cool. You're on old Steam, so you've played CS:GO probably, right? At some point.
I played CS 1.5 and
Oh, really?
1.6.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
did not. I never played CS:GO. It
All
was
right.
all the really old Counter Strikes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Enemy spotted,
Um,
like like those
exactly.
old
Yeah.
voice
Yeah.
lines. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy.
Uh, it's a long time ago, and I have not played it in. I basically when CS:GO came out, I already stopped playing Counter Strike, so that's
Ah.
how far behind I am on the CS world.
Well, even if you have a background in CS, I think you kind of understand like the how shooting works in Valorant, where
Oh,
like
for sure. Yeah.
the
I mean, I
bullets don't
played
go in.
Overwatch for a while.
Yeah.
Like I definitely get FPS games, and I played like a bunch of stuff after CS, so I was
Yeah.
pretty into Battlefield, and a few of the Call of Duties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like
but
it,
CS is definitely the classic FPS for me that maybe could be fun to actually play again.
I was thinking more in particular how like the bullets don't go where you're aiming.
Oh
Um,
right, yeah, the
yeah,
drop
that's
off and
just like the recoil, the climb, how it's like a lot of games visually, it'll throw your crosshair like where your bullets are going, but it'll
right.
kick your crosshair up. But this is like your crosshair will stay in the same spot, but your bullets will go above it.
Ah,
So it's very much in the old CS sense. That's how Valorant
I
kind of.
see.
Hit me if you want to try fighting games. Ooh, fighting games. You ever play any fighting
Fighting
games?
games like well actually I was really into Soul Calibur for a while.
Wow, that's
It's not
lore.
as competitive as like a
Yeah,
Tekken or something like that, or
yeah.
like a Blaz or whatever what it's called, BlazBlue or
BlazBlue,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why I got so into Soul Calibur. I have played every single one, including Soul Edge, which
Yeah.
was not even Soul Calibur. It was like the precursor to Soul Calibur.
Played every single. So you remember Yoda, Darth Vader, like was it Soul
Yeah,
Calibur
that
like
was the GameCube one. I think that was
yeah
Soul Calibur 3.
3? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and Link was in the GameCube one. And yeah, it's all of them. I something about the lore was fun, and then it was just like I understood how to play the characters already, so I
Yeah.
didn't need to learn a different play style. And so I don't know, I was really into it.
Gosh. You hear about multiverses recently?
Yeah, I've seen everyone talking about it.
I
Seems like it could be fun.
yeah, I've been playing a little bit of it, and I was like baffled. It just how many things nowadays are literally just like collab stuff, like just collab,
Yeah,
collab, collab, collab. So like
Scooby
that's
Doo
just like
versus Mickey Mouse or whatever.
yeah, they just added
Yeah.
Morty.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I was like, what is he doing here? Like what?
Combine the power of all of these marketing budgets put together.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's Warner Brothers. They
I would
got
be down
unlimited
to
money.
play Smash also. I haven't played it in a long time, but
Oh man,
that could be an interesting game to play. I'm
yeah,
not particularly good at it, but
yeah, it's
I did
fun.
play a little bit when it came out.
Yeah, gosh, I sold my Switch. I loved Smash, but I sold my Switch for PC parts. Um,
Ah, nice.
yeah, I used it to help fund my graphics card that I got from
Nice.
Luwu, actually.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, those were expensive GPUs at the time for sure. And they still are, but they
yeah.
were even more expensive then. So,
I think by then it was just like either a smash machine or just a paperweight. So like I
Right.
in good conscience, I was like, it's probably not the best idea to just have this laying around, you know?
Yeah, I actually have not touched my Switch for much more other than that. Actually, one game I did not play, but I should have, that I have installed is Breath of the Wild. It's just, I feel like I need to go through and finish Breath of the Wild because of what an important game it is, I guess.
Yeah, in like the modern era, the fact that it
Yeah,
like
and I just love
inspired
open world
Genshin.
games and stuff like that. Yeah, and it obviously there's a lot of interesting mechanics that other games have learned from, and but also it's just really beautiful. I love that. I mean, that's why I like Elden Ring. Also, it's like
Oh, the
running around these
spectacle
open
and like,
environments.
yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. I love those as well.
Yeah.
What build did you go for in Elden Ring?
I'm a bleed samurai, so
Oh, same. That's exactly what I went
yeah.
for.
Nice. Yeah, I am thinking of switching to like a dragon magic build, but
Mhm.
I might wait for New Game Plus. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, there's this level of fun of like getting really high level in the regular game and then crushing everything easily.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Gosh.
and I'm running with Rivers of Blood, of course.
Yes.
And for a while, I was also doing the twin curved swords. There was this crazy thing where if you jump and attack with twin curved swords, it does 6 attacks in one attack. So
Oh yeah. That
yeah, immediate
obnoxious animation.
blood loss, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Yumi.
Oh, Yumi. Hi. Calm Games and Elder Scrolls Online. Grew up with Nintendo. Yeah. That's I've like I have a history in like competitive games, particularly like battle royales and stuff. Where I used to play Fortnite like semi-competitively, like way back in the day before there was really a competitive scene. So like all like the early like big people, they wanted to have like really good stats and stuff. And stats wise, I remember I was placed number 1 in my state, number 9th in the U.S. and 20th in the world. So I was literally one of the best players on the planet, statistically at one point.
Insane.
And I was like I could have leaned into that, honestly. I could have gone pro, but I had school and 2 jobs, so I ended up having to quit at some point, which did suck, but you know, priorities.
Well,
Also, I probably would have had a carpal tunnel if I kept with
drop
it.
out of school next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop out of school, get carpal tunnel. I mean, it was fun though.
Because that's Fortnite is extremely competitive, and like obviously, I think like even like half a decade ago, like 5 years ago, it was not. Esports was big, obviously, but it was not as big as it is now, and it's much clearer now that you can build a career off of it. But yeah, I think there's always more opportunities in the future to be fearless and chase what you really want, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, streaming's definitely like a recent thing, but like it's such a viable path. Obviously, still not like the most viable for most people. Like I think a lot of people think that
it becomes more and more viable every day that passes, basically.
Yeah, and that's an insane thing to me. Like my parents could never understand that, right? Ever, right?
Totally.
But like once I show them like this is the game that I was playing. I showed them what's it called? The World Championship, right? And I showed them that there's this one kid, like Booga, he's the world champion, and he in one event won $3 million, in the solo event, yeah. And I was like,
it's just like sports,
yeah.
It's
There's such a market for it.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, people care. Reject Fortnite, become VTuber. Yeah, things happen for the best. Yeah, I don't look back on that in like regrets. I look back on that as in like I had a great time doing that. I had a lot of fun playing, and I think that's what mattered a lot more. And I still have fun playing now. I think like one of the strengths that I had was that like I would literally like I'm very good at managing kind of like tense situations and stuff. So in clutch situations, I like ice in my veins. Like I will stay completely focused. I will never get frazzled, and I'll never like choke.
Nice. That's very important for this kind of game. So
Yeah.
like Fortnite, not this.
Yeah, not the, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't choke, don't choke.
Competitive power wash.
I got dirt on 3, dirt on 3. Yeah, the I don't know, that now I consider it not to be like super calm though. It's like a controlled panic. Like I'm very good at like aiming the anxiety.
That's
if
good.
that makes
yeah.
sense.
That's probably a necessary trait if you're
Yeah.
gonna succeed in that. And you never know. There's always more opportunities in the future.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm way too old to compete like in
Oh,
like
is it a young person's game?
Oh yeah, I mean the kid Booga, he was 15 when he won World Cup.
Damn.
The oldest competitor was 24 at the time, and I'm 24 now.
Wow.
And he retired like as soon as he got second place in
What do you think it is? Is it because they have so much energy and like
it's because well, one, they're cracked out. They're snorting G
Monster
Fuel.
energy?
You know, it's G Fuel now.
Oh, right. I'm a boomer, so
But one of the things is just like the priorities wise, like we didn't have the motivation really, because like the big gigantic esports scenes were in Korea back in the day, you know.
yeah, StarCraft.
Yeah, I played StarCraft growing up, and so I had this like competitive gaming spirit within me, but
Nice.
now it's such a thing, you know, that like parents are understanding and they're like, oh, you know what, it's not just like go to college and that's the only path for your child to succeed. Like if they
Totally.
are that good at this, they can make a life out of it. And even after they retire from like the game itself, they can still like have like this like streaming. They can still make weight. Like if they can
Definitely.
confidently be like, my kid can make more money than me because they're talented at this thing, you know, like that level of support. Like golly, like we didn't have that growing up, but now that's like
College dropout.
yeah.
Kanye.
Yeah, there you go. College
Always
dropout.
ties back.
Okay, it's at 99%, but it's not telling us
What
what.
is missing?
Some people view the same towards art. Yeah, it's the level of support. Some people will say like, you know, actually when I was younger as a child, I was big on like computer stuff and you know that whole thing making fun of like art majors or like, you know, the arts and saying that oh, they're always gonna be broke forever, the hungry artists, that kind of stuff. I actually used to like lean into that. I thought that was like a funny thing, but like now to me, like art matters to me like infinitely more than STEM. I think art and music is such like a beautiful thing to me that like I realize the importance of that as well as the philosophy. I'm big on philosophy as
Also,
well. So.
it's interesting to remember that like 40 years ago, computers were considered like something you could not make money from either.
Yeah.
Or maybe not 40, but like 50 or 60.
Yeah.
It was considered this very niche, like weird hobby that people had, and it was not something that parents wanted their kids involved with.
Yeah.
So, you gotta be on the cutting edge. Gotta be an innovator.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was just like a really cool calculator. And
Exactly.
people-
Yeah. It was like a hobby thing. It was like, why
Yeah.
would you want to spend all this time building this weird thing that can barely display text? You know, and then everyone was also convinced that computers were not going to be able to do very much either. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at them eating their words.
Yeah,
Cross their face
well,
with enemy.
that's why it always comes back to Kanye, right? Like,
Yeah.
when you believe in, but that's why I like reading the histories of like Disney or whoever. Like,
Yeah.
for most of these people, they deal with basically tons of people telling them they can't do it, and then they prove them wrong out of the sheer will of their belief. And so it's useful to have those stories in your like mind, I guess, because if you grew up your whole life just seeing that it can't be done, it's a lot harder to feel like you can do it. But
Yeah.
these stories of other people doing the impossible is always like a good way to motivate yourself and I don't know, see how people have overcome the impossible in the past.
Yeah. I think like I have been like so discouraged by certain things in my life that I was just like, you know what? I think I have this like tendency to like catastrophize where I think about what's the worst thing that could happen and then like I act as if the worst thing is happening, you know?
Yeah.
But like to break out of that, I think like people with like different mindsets and like different perspectives have really helped me with that. So that's like
Totally.
that's such a cool thing, like especially with like Kanye, you know, like people they get their idea in their head about like yay and like what like he's this like crazy guy or whatever, and he's like way too confident for his own good. He calls himself a god. But like when you bring it down to the philosophical aspect of it, of like where it comes from, and like you see like the support from his mom and like where it all kind of came from, you realize that like he and now in the hindsight of how successful he is, you see that it's like, yeah, like he had every right to believe, you know, what he does.
He achieved the impossible.
Right.
And if you don't know that story, you
Yeah.
know, tons of people just think he's literally insane.
Yeah.
But like he did it and he persevered, and you know, there's something to learn from that basically. Same with basically anyone who does the impossible, like Disney and so on.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
to be one of those like great thinkers, I think that's such a, there's so much to be learned.
Yep. And you don't have to agree with everything they do or everything they say, but it's interesting to learn their stories because, you know, they done something really hard. Like, you gotta at least see how they did it, right?
Oh, Rio's heading out. Hey, good night, Rio.
See you, Rio.
And JLP, our jobs feel like impossible. I've kind of accepted it. I have too much pressure from real life, sadly. I'm not sure what I'll end up doing. I think so as an actor and being friends with like a lot of artists, I'm just adjacent with a lot of arts, you know. And every single one of them has, like literally almost every single one of them that I've met has had this kind of general existential kind of like these thoughts in their head where they're not sure if they're gonna make it. But every single one of them that I know, like they have found their place, you know, because they have really like dug themselves into like finding where they'll fit. And I think you'll really find it. I think you're a talented artist and you have something very special about like the way that you make your art. I think your art's fantastic. So it's
Definitely. Agreed.
yeah. JLP, like I've brought up your art to the rest of the team. I'll be like, yo, this is nuts. This is some crazy stuff. So I hope that's encouraging for you. And yeah, you also are your own boss. And you are the captain, the pilot of your own life. So
Where's this tower trim?
tower.
I don't even see. I'm like aiming at everything to try to see the name, and I don't see anything named tower trim.
Tower trim. There's only trim. I'm like spamming the tab button. I'm not seeing anything glow.
It is. You can, if you're using the 0-degree nozzle, it's kind of like a first-person shooter.
The 0-degree nozzle? Where?
Yeah. Can you even see that?
I can, yeah. Where's the 0-degree nozzle?
If you hold 2 and then you go to the red one.
Oh.
Because each, yeah, that's, go into the tablet. Devil Feathers with the pro tips for
Go into
Power
the
Wash
tablet.
Simulator. I'm in the tablet. Click on the name of the item. It'll show you where it is. Okay. Power trim.
Did I do that correctly? I brought
I
up the
clicked it. It is orange.
tower trim. It says that there's 8 tower trims.
Yeah, so I guess we did it a bunch, but I'm
not seeing one of these tower trims.
not even seeing one. Yeah.
I just want to know what one of these look like. Yeah, Feathers is a professional at this game. Feathers, Feathers, you bringing this game up actually is what like brought me like back into the game, and then like what inspired me to want to play this one. So that's all you. Good work, Feathers. It'll blink, but you have to look around for it. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna get a good vantage point on the Stegosaur.
Yeah.
Right. I will.
Let me see if I have it selected. I do have it selected. I do not see it.
Yeah, me neither. Is it
Maybe it's on the back, on the top.
tower trim?
Found it.
Where is it?
It's the baseboards on the outside.
Oh.
So this is a tower trim.
Okay, so these are clean.
Yeah.
Tower trim.
This is clean.
Tower trim. Is it this one?
Oh, and the inside also.
Oh, I found it. It's this one.
Nice.
Oh my gosh,
you found
it's literally like in here. You just have to get into the little crack area.
Man. It's a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Nice. We did it.
Nice. Well
Good
done.
job,
We finished the
Shaboops.
playground.
We
All right,
finished
I'm gonna
the
give
playground.
a big 360 of all the shiny. Wow. Monkey bars. Stego slide. The tower.
Now it is a playground fit for a child.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not this gross troll playground anymore.
No, not a Shrek playground, not a playground you would get tetanus
Yes.
or some other disease from.
Yes, any metal-borne
Yes.
disease. All right. So we finished the playground, so it looks like that's going to be end of this run. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're not already subbed to it, don't forget to sub to the channel. And also hit that notification bell. For
Hit the bell.
so you guys know when we're streaming. We're gonna have a lot more cool stuff coming soon. And yeah, if you're not in the Discord, join up on the Discord. I'm sure everyone's here from the Discord or something, but or somewhere. But yeah, everyone pop in. And yeah, it was really fun talking to you, Aaron.
Yep. Same here. We'll do it again sometime soon.
Yes. All right.
Let's do it. Yeah. See you everyone. Join the Discord like Shaboop said, and I'll see you around.
All right. And we bring up that YouTube. And good night, everyone.
Bye everyone.